Have you seen this?
No.
This is crazy, dude.
Tearing me apart. He's ruining every day.
I can watch it like 5 times.
That's good.
God, Froning's so special, isn't he?
The way that song comes in too is perfect. We're probably already copy Shrek.
Yeah, oh yeah, we're fucked. This show's toast. God, Josh, look at you, buddy.
Josh was prime.
It's just some old people shit. Look at Annie.
It's tearing me apart. He's ruining every day.
Oh man,
I remember that.
it's sad I can name all those events from the clips those were taken from.
Oh, you can?
Probably.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I mean, the Josh Bridges one, 2014 push-pull event with Rich Froning. I mean, how could you forget that? That last clip of Annie was 2012, the rope climb, clean and jerk event on Friday night.
It's crazy. My brain doesn't even work like that at all.
Yeah, mine just goes up to like 2016 and then
Mine goes, oh, that's the redheaded girl from Iceland in Carson. She's cool as shit.
yeah.
Was cool as shit. Matt Burns, what's up, dude? How are you? Jethro, hi. Joshua, hello. Oh, Happy New Year in Florida.
Oh yeah.
Vindicate.
Peace and love.
I want to play a little game with you guys. One of my friends took this chocolate black penis the other day and sent me and Susan and some others a video. And he put this in his mouth and gagged on it. Which one of my friends did that? Which one of my friends?
Oh my God.
I'll give you guys a hint. It's not this one. Which one of my friends sent me and Susan Tyler a video of him pushing this thing into his mouth and actually gagging on it?
If it wasn't anybody other than who it was, I would have guessed myself.
Which one of my friends took a black cock replica?
Oh man.
Miniature black cock replica.
Could be white. You don't know. It's chocolate.
Shoved it into his mouth and gagged on it.
The chat is definitely way off. You guys are not.
Are they?
guessing.
They can't be way off, are they?
No, they're not
100% Greg. No, not Greg.
Not
Solid guess. Solid guess. Now Hunter. No, another great guess. Taylor. Shall not be named. He's a bald guy with a mustache.
He was on Glitton Things.
Yeah, I missed that today.
Oh, is he on today?
Yeah, and he was still sending shit in the chat. And I was like watching it. I was listening to the show, and I saw what he sent in our group chat, and then I commented on the show. What the fuck, Taylor?
How many times has he been on the show?
Couple now, quite a few. 3, 4.
Kylie just sent me a video from Nashville.
Oh shit.
Yeah, she sat in the front row. I don't want to tell you guys her experience, but she got some good stories.
Who'd she take?
She took Joe.
Not Heidi.
No. I think she wishes she would have taken Heidi.
Yeah.
How can you not wish she would have taken Heidi?
She had a much better time with Heidi.
But yeah, she's there. Wanna Love, Happy New Year. Can you believe it? What time is it where you're at, Tyler?
12:05.
Hey.
It's the new year.
Wow. And you're awake.
Yeah.
Are you buzzed? Are you drinking tonight?
No, I got this out just in case. But I didn't
Oh,
know how
wow.
it was gonna go.
Just in case.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't opened this since the wedding. And we drank all of this on the wedding. I think it was like me and my brothers. And I was like, I'll get it out, just see what happens.
Okay.
But I haven't been doing anything. I'm watching
Not-
Landman.
Not even one sip.
Oh.
There you go.
Well, there's the sip. What is it? Whiskey?
Basil Hayden. Bourbon whiskey.
Oh, look at that. Ian's on it. Wow.
If I can get my oh, he knew.
Yeah. Right away.
Is it good?
Hello,
I don't know.
Kaylee. Leave a message. Thanks.
Jesus Christ, bring me some booze.
Oh, sorry. Service is over.
I'm
Closed
gonna
at
get
9.
I'm gonna get some booze. Oh, you mean the bar service?
Yeah. Your service.
Oh, Tim Brown. I remember when you played for the Raiders. Happy New Year from Phoenix. Sounds like a war zone here. Nonstop fireworks. Oh, that's awesome. Happy New Year. Jody Lynn. Holy cow. Yo, yo, yo. Happy New Year, all my Sevenistas. Let's fucking go. Happy New Year. Thank you, dear.
Yeah. Thanks, Jody.
Crazy.
Well, our work here is complete. We've
Yep,
made our
thank you.
money.
Can we shut down the show now? Is it?
That's it. Yep.
No, all of it. We're not going to do any of it anymore. Shut her all down for that $49.99.
That was the goal. We reached it.
What does someone like John Young do on New Year's?
Drink double the Ovaltine.
Take
Yeah,
2 baths.
In the same water, though. Same dirty water. So Dave Castro had a week in review.
Mm.
I think it's short. I haven't seen it yet. Oh, maybe he didn't. I thought he did. Was it yesterday?
No, he definitely did.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, it was yesterday. Okay.
Dude,
Oh,
I've been
God.
wearing those nose strips at night.
How's
I
that?
feel like it's made me better at working out. 'Cause, you know, my nose has always been. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm a little nasally when I talk. I don't know if you've
Never noticed. Never
Yeah,
noticed.
never
dude.
noticed. Wow.
Never
But
noticed.
dude, I've been wearing them at night to like breathe better when I sleep. But like in my it just opens it up more. And I feel like in my workouts it helps out a little bit too.
Sometimes my nose is so stuffy I can't breathe, and I have to pull on these nostrils to breathe. You ever do that?
Yeah. That's kind of like the breathe strip.
Because I jumped into I was high on ketamine in college.
What's that feel like? That's one of the drugs I've never done.
It's gonna be a good story when it starts with I was high on ketamine.
Do you know what? I went to someone's house to do some coke, and they said they didn't have coke and they only had ketamine. And so I snorted a couple lines of ketamine, and then I was like, "Hey, you guys want to go over to the pool on campus and go swimming?" They said, "Yeah." So we all rode our bikes over there, like 20 of us. I got off my bike, scaled the fence, jumped in the pool in the shallow end, broke my nose, got out and came back over the fence before anyone else had come over. I was that dude. You know what I mean?
Dude, I just imagine you as a cartoon character, like broop, 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 broop.
Yeah,
Like, all right, we're out of
yeah.
here, guys.
Did you break it and you're like, well, all right, they're going home?
Yeah, I just remember this girl I was with. She's like, "Hey, you got to sleep in my bed tonight." I'm like, "Okay," but nothing happened. I just sat there and fucking the bloody nose. I was like, "All right, this could work out."
Some cotton strips in
Yeah.
them.
And I never snorted ketamine ever again. That was my only ketamine experience.
I didn't know that's how you did ketamine.
They told me that I would feel disassociated, I remember, from my body, but I didn't feel. Yeah, I didn't feel. I don't know what I felt. I was drunk. Hey, Sousa, that's what all the commercials for on Instagram for any of the breathing shit says. You'll breathe better, you'll sleep better, and you'll get better fitness. They all say that. You know what I mean? Like you'll fuck longer, you'll talk better, you'll the bench more.
Yeah, it's been about 2 weeks. So anecdotally, it's worked well so far.
Yeah. Right. I would love to go to a doctor and have him numb my shit and just take a screwdriver and shove it in my nose and clear that passageway. Because whatever broke, like I can't breathe through one nostril unless I do that.
Yeah.
And I can only sleep on one side because that other side just collapses when I sleep on the wrong side. You know what I mean? My
So
nose
is it
all
normal to
crooked.
be able to breathe through both? Because I'm pretty sure like I'm a one-sider all the time too.
Yeah, I think it's normal. I think like, yeah, if you want to be like smart like Sousa, you got to breathe through both nostrils. You get twice the O2 to the brain.
Isn't it something
Damn,
weird with like that? I saw you have this book, Sevon. Did you? It's called Breathe by that.
It probably
James-
read like the first 5 pages.
Okay, because they talked about like we used to sleep without all our mouth closed, which helped open it up, and then something changed along the way. Something changed, man.
You know what else I heard the other day, which really pissed me off, is that it's better for your brain to sleep on your side, that you get somehow better blood flow. I trained myself so hard to be able to fall asleep on my back. Like I forced myself to learn that.
I agree. And my shoulders would disagree that it's good to sleep on your side because my shoulders hurt so bad, and that's the number one reason why.
When you sleep on your side, do you sleep like this?
No, I'm like this.
Wake
Oh,
up with your arm totally numb.
I used to sleep like
basically
this,
I'm all the way over.
and then I forced myself to sleep like this. And when I was like this, I was having all sorts of wet dreams that I was fucking all these chicks. And when I started sleeping like this, I was getting pegged by dudes. As soon as I started sleeping like this.
Wow.
So weird, right?
Yeah, I could see the T levels dropping though.
Yeah, totally. As soon as you sleep like this, you're toast.
Yeah.
I went from giving it to taking it. Sucks to be me.
That easy.
I
Could have
squat
went
clean.
back, but I didn't.
I squat clean 155 today.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
Is that a current PR?
yeah. I mean, yeah, for
what's
sure.
lifetime?
Probably 205, 215.
Hello?
Hi, could you bring me at some point? Could you bring me a bottle of something in a shot glass, just in case I
A
have
bottle of something in a shot glass.
Yeah, at some point.
Oh,
There's no rush.
okay.
Okay.
A bottle of anything?
Yeah, I mean,
Anything.
not like water, like something with alcohol that could make me say something I'd
yeah,
regret.
no, I got that.
Yeah.
I think you're cut off.
Okay.
I'm kidding. All right.
Cut off.
Yeah, I
Thank
can
you.
do that.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.
They were playing the coolest game when I came on the show. They're playing this game where there's 3 dice and everyone starts with money and you roll these dice and they have like a letter R and a letter L. Do you know that
Left,
guy?
right, left, right, center.
Yeah.
Dude, that's my shit. Yeah, we play that every Christmas Eve.
Yeah. And I won and then but I gave the money back to the pile because there's a bunch of kids there.
What?
And then
Just take
another
that
adult,
shit.
and then I think another adult won. So they gave the money. But I was like, oh, this is stupid. And then like halfway through, I'm like, fuck, I got a podcast. This game is cool.
It's a fun game. You get into it.
Yeah. What's the biggest stack of money? Can you start with like each person has like, oh, I guess $3 always since there's only 3 dice.
Well, 3 bills, so you could play with 5s or 20s. We played with one person. You had a 5, 5, and a 20, and then we had a bunch of people play.
Wow.
And that changes the game. We also may or may not have had small shot glasses, and every time your money got wiped out, you had to
Yeah.
take a shot.
Wow.
Because you know how it goes, right? You could have no
Yes.
money for a while, and you could get back in the game, and so
Yeah.
it keeps
Do
circulating.
you know the game,
No.
Tyler?
What are the rules?
Do you want me to explain it? Or you wanna-
The dice has an L, an R, and a C, and then 3 dots. If you roll an L, you have to give one of your dollars to a guy. If you roll 2 L's, you have to give 2 of your dollars to the guy
the
to your
left.
to the left. R's, you give it to the right. Dot is nothing, and a C is you put it in the pot.
Okay, cool.
And
So
then
even if you're out of money, you can keep playing because someone might pass their money to you.
Sure.
Mhm. So
Until
you're never
somebody's
out.
got all the money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
until all the money's in the center and there's only one dude with 1 or 2 bills left, then he's the winner. It's pretty intense.
Mhm.
Hey, that would be crazy to play with 20s.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Can you guess the type of people I played with?
Were they into the aerosol arts?
no, but they're
Oh.
at my wedding. It's a Filipino family that I always hang out with and have been friends with since high school. But like their whole family, so every time there'd be something, like all of the aunts and uncles would come. So we became really close with them through high school and stuff.
Oh. Thank you.
I've never
I can take shots of
act-
this in the bottle. Oh, there is a cork.
You got there.
I shouldn't take shots of this. Okay, I'll sip it. Thank you. No, this glass is good. What about a clean glass?
That's asking too much.
No, this is good.
Clean
No,
glasses.
this is
beta.
good. This is good. This is
Or the kids
I
making
want these
potions in
shots.
that one. That's what we did with all our shot glasses growing up.
did what with them?
We'd make potions, and really, we'd get like NyQuil out and mix it with like fucking detergent and watch shit bubble. It was terrible.
And you drink it?
No.
Oh,
My parents would always walk in. They'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And we'd be like, "Nothing. We're just seeing what happens." And it's like, but I think if they had left us unattended long enough, one of us would have tried it. Had to have.
Yeah.
did you
someone
guys ever
said
drink
poison.
NyQuil as kids? Did you ever party with
Whenever we were
NyQuil?
sick.
Like Lil Wayne?
No.
No, never just drank a bottle, get a NyQuil. No, I never
No.
did that either.
I've heard dudes. I would see dudes doing that growing up, and it would like essentially make them retarded. And
Not
was
that. I
like,
mean, I've done the promethazine and coding. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, just like it's like just go to CVS and buy something that's green for cough.
No, this
That-
stuff you
no?
can't just buy. You got to have it prescribed.
Oh,
Yeah, like the comethazine and protein. Like I don't even know if that's the right name for it. And probably someone will correct me in the comments. I'm sure of it. But
what's the is that what
it's like
Lil
it needs to
Wayne
be
drinks?
yeah, it's like the purple drink you'd mix with Sprite. It was like super popular in like early 2000s.
I have had some of that one of the
Codeine
Yeah,
cocktail.
robo tripping. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
Standy would know. Of course, you would know. Don't worry,
I
it's
went
not
to
in a book,
Myrtle
Standy.
Beach. First time I ever went on spring break. Some guy was like, "You want some of this?" He just called it purple drink. I was like, "What is it?" He was like, "It's alcohol and Sprite." And I was like, "This is the best fucking thing I've ever tasted." Had no idea who that dude was, and I still look back and been like, "That was probably kind of dumb,"
That was
but it worked out.
Do you see shit on that? Do you hallucinate on that?
I didn't. I don't think I had enough, but
Or does it just make you super chill? It says that
Makes, like-
codeine cocktail lean became a popular topic in his lyrics.
Yeah. It just made you. I don't know. I wasn't into it. We like drank that and then essentially fell asleep. Got great sleep. So, but I don't think that was the point.
Yeah, every time go ahead, Tyler.
well, I know like people will take like they'll smoke weed or eat an edible before they go to bed, and that makes no sense to me. When
None to me.
when I've smoked weed and tried to sleep, it's like I'm laying there and like my eyes are closed, but it's like I'm not sleeping.
Yeah, I'm like, who has access to my phone? Where's my wallet? Did I
It's
lock
like
the front door?
everything's shut down, but my brain's not
Paranoid.
off.
Dude, fuck weed, fuck edibles. And I've only taken NyQuil to sleep better. But I love a good excuse to take NyQuil. Oh, NyQuil. I'm gonna go to the store and get NyQuil and just like, drink like 3 shots, like one every hour for 3 hours until you're fucking out. Wrong weed. Oh, shut up. It's all. I smoke the sativa because what it does is it's different than the indica. And sometimes when I'm really on edge, I get a blend and I sprinkle some hash on it. No.
For the hybrid athletes.
Yeah. I'm really just into CBD. I only do the 5% THC one.
Yeah.
Please.
Carla goes straight to it. She's all about the psilocybin.
Carla, mushrooms.
Yeah. Legal here in good old Oakland, California.
Hey, I swear to God, that dude, the Go Rec guy, I would be willing to bet that guy does mushrooms.
Yeah. He's a microdoser for sure.
That guy's so intense. The owner of Go Ruck, when he's at the games, he's so intense. I'm like, where have I seen that before? Oh yeah.
When you're on mushrooms,
Dudes, if you're not too high and you're just a little high and your eyes get all fucking big and dilated and you're like the most passionate human being in the fucking world. I swear to God, I see the whole world in that one grain of sand. It's breathing. It's talking to me. The essence of God is in everything. I'm just like, okay.
Every drug I've ever done makes me want to hide from everybody.
Yeah, that's me. That's pretty much me too.
Go
Yeah.
mush.
Yeah. Go shroom.
Very well played, weakest ginger.
Yeah, me too. Unless it's Coke. I did Coke a handful of times. I did meth once for like 60 days straight.
What do you got there?
Dude? Can you see this cowboy dude?
Like an Atari cowboy.
Yeah, it's like I can't.
Can't get it to focus.
There
we go.
you go.
There it is.
Oh, that's an illegal.
That's it.
That's an illegal for sure.
That's literally like a rodeo sign they put up there in the coffee shop I go to out here. Like made this whole thing of it. It's pretty funny. Somebody asked what I was drinking, so
for all the drugs that I've done where I was alone, it was fine. But then the one that I should you could be with people on those drugs, and the one that I should have been alone on, I was with a bunch of people. I did DMT, and I had like 50 people around me watching me do it. Worst decision of my entire life.
Were they on it?
No.
Oh no.
I was like the canary.
How old were you?
I was 24.
The first time I did LSD, I was in some dude's house I hadn't seen like in 2 years that I went to high school with. And I went over to his house to hang out with him and some friends, and only he was there, and he gave me some LSD. I'd never done it before, and he put on Ren and Stimpy.
And away you go.
And I'm going to scare the shit out of you for the next 2 hours.
Yeah, and I was like, God, this drug is horrible.
Yeah.
Fuck, this drug is horrible. MK Ultra. Yeah, there you go. No, I didn't smoke meth. Who smokes meth? They're from the South, Tyler, right? On the
Yeah, I
West
would
Coast,
guess.
on the West
That's
Coast,
the
we
their picture tells me Mississippi.
on the West Coast, we snorted. Yeah, that was good.
Robust one.
College was good.
60 days straight. Yeah, now fentanyl ruined all that.
I used to do ecstasy for New Year's Eve at raves for years. I did ecstasy for like 60 days straight too. I went on this little 60-day MDMA.
That's it.
Sure.
Those are that's some commitment. Like some people do nutrition challenges. You're like drug challenges.
Yeah, get on my level.
I
8
started
weeks straight.
I started
I
podcasting.
also
with,
lost 30 pounds.
I did lose 30 pounds. I dropped to 135 when I was on MDMA. It was crazy. Dude.
Oh, shit.
Hey, there was like 3 weeks where I decided I was only gonna eat bananas and tomatoes, and I did it. Well, during my like MDMA binge.
Bananas and potatoes.
No tomatoes.
Oh, tomatoes.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's no way that's like what did you
I went from
feel like?
155 to 135. Great. I was fucking high.
Yeah,
every
I was
day.
like,
I was
yeah.
snorting lines of MDMA surrounded by fucking chicks, college
I wonder
chicks.
what,
Like, what?
your
Santa
first
Barbara.
And tomatoes and bananas. What do you think?
Your first steak must have been incredible following that diet.
Drop to 135. Someone needs to give me a plug. Is that what the line's called? A plug?
No, like somebody to buy it from.
Oh.
A plug.
One of my I've told you guys this story. I've actually shown it online, but I gave it away. One of my employees when I worked at CrossFit as a thank you present gave me a couple hits of MDMA.
Do you still have that there? I was there.
No,
I was there
and
when you
then-
found it.
Well, you were recently. I've reconnected with him after like 4 years and not seeing him, and I'm like, "Hey, dude, I want to give this back to you."
Oh, score for him. He's
Yeah.
probably stoked.
I'm like, "You think it's still good?" He's like, "Yeah, it's fine."
Yeah, it ain't expired.
No, smoking. No, drugs are bad for you. Don't do drugs. Hey, Dylan. Taylor loves the belt, dude. Taylor loves.
He bought the
belt.
BMF belt.
Yeah,
Mhm.
loves the belt.
Yeah,
He
he was
can't-
super stoked about it.
He can't believe how high quality it is. He's completely stoked. It's going to be a New Year's Eve. He'll never forget what the BMF. I've heard he wears it when he has sex.
Allegedly.
Yeah, or when he puts a black chocolate. All right, our fearless leader Dave
All right.
Castro does a week in review, and he did another one. This is his second one since coming out of the closet, since his return to the
Coming out of the
scene.
closet.
I guess we'll give this a whirl. Here we go, Dave Castro.
2024. This one will be pretty quick. Don't have a ton to talk about. Since I did the one last week, not a lot has happened since then. I saw Greg last week. He came into town for a couple days, and I had dinner with him and some of the old team.
I was there. Thank you for mentioning me.
And then the next day, we went to his house, and he gave a presentation on what he's going to present on and talk about at his seminar, his Broken Science seminar.
Souza was there.
I wonder if people could hear it. I don't know if you'll be able to turn up. It was low.
I can't turn it
regular,
up.
guys.
Yeah, I'll lower my volume here. I'll lower
I
my
know. I
volume.
don't
hear
think. I don't think that's gonna
Weird.
help. I think it's just low. The YouTube video in and of itself, guys, was low.
But when I lower my volume, they can turn the TV up and then not get blown out by me when I talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On January, I guess it's the 11th and 12th. I think it's 2 days. It might be 1 day. I was planning on going, but I'm not going to be able to make it out because I'll be traveling. So he kind of just gave a couple-hour overview of the content and how he's going to present it to those that will be in attendance. It's always
Okay. Okay. Jesus Christ. Wait, the weakest ginger. That tree has an asshole.
It kind of does.
Thank you.
Astute observation.
Hey, listen. And Sebi worries about putting seeds and sugar in his body. Dude, that was 30 years ago. I haven't done drugs in 30 years. I'm completely recovered. Okay. Here we go. I didn't buy my the ecstasy pills too. I got the MDMA powder pure and made my own.
It's fine. It's
it's
fine
fine.
if you get
Yeah.
them handed to you. It's
It
no
was-
big deal.
It was organic.
Organic.
Yeah.
Holy
Like-
shit! Are those Fergie's daughters? Holy shit! I weighed in at 271 today. Switched to iron plates. Yo, you weigh 110 pounds more than me. That's crazy. Congratulations on the beautiful family. I'm marron, as they say.
Will
in
you
the hood.
let the boys try drugs? It's not really your choice. I don't think
Tyler,
my
quiet.
dad.
Tyler, quiet. No.
Never will they ever.
Look at this is a healthier response. The tree has a vagina. There you go. I like that. Yeah. Vagina. No, they're not going to do any drugs. They're probably never going to leave the house. The other day, I heard them making plans to move out. I put an end to that. I was like, shut up. Don't ever talk about that ever again. The house. Don't come around. They're telling me how they're going to move out and live together. I'm like, why would you do that? What the fuck is your problem?
Because they're like, we're fucking cool. Why
Yeah.
wouldn't we live together?
We're
Where you
out of
going?
here.
Where the fuck you going? You ain't going nowhere.
It's always inspiring to hear him talk and to hear him share what invigorates him and keeps him going right now. The content that he's interested in and the source of inspiration that drives him.
Jesus Christ.
Is,
I'm texting Dave right now.
See, remember when I told you? I was like, I was curious what you're gonna think about this
What
one.
the fuck is going on, dude?
Yeah.
What do you
Oh.
mean?
I can't fucking hear a word he's saying. I've only had 2 drinks tonight and I still can't hear him. What so what do I say? What's the feedback?
You should just be like, you good?
Did you use your,
Not the
good?
volumes though.
Just then see what he
Hey.
says, and he's like, what's going on? Be like, dude, the volume's really low, and you look like you were forced to
Hey,
do
dude.
this.
Is everything okay?
hate
Right?
how open ended that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah,
Yeah.
it like puts him on edge. You know, he's like, about what? What? About what?
If Sousa texted me that, I would be like, well, I guess not.
Yeah. What do
okay,
you
he
know
re-
that I don't?
Okay, he wrote back why.
See, instant response.
I am watching
That's how you hook
your
him.
video. I
Bullet number
can
1, baby,
barely hear you.
or maybe like number 10 or 15 or 20.
Did you get into drugs? Should I write that to him? Are you high? Did you start smoking weed?
Is that why you're talking so low?
Jesus, criminy. Did you start smoking weed?
And did you choose to film a video right after your first time? These are our questions.
Criminy. I better leave him alone. He'll fucking tell me.
That's what it felt like to me.
Yeah, Don is pointing the camera from behind the phone.
It's like, you're gonna say this and you're gonna like it.
Jesus. Okay, here we go.
is always a piece of inspiration for myself because he's such an innovator and he is so intelligent and he is able to convey complex.
Is his hat a girl leaning back like this, grabbing her feet, grabbing her ankles?
Like a dancer doing a big old jump?
Yeah.
Or is it that one
The Dave Matthews Dancing Pixie? No, it's not that.
no, doesn't he wear like some hunting company that has like a rhino?
Zoom in on it.
No, don't, because it's gonna expose how stupid of a response I just gave.
Is that a girl with her ears pinned back on her ankles? Her ankles
it.
pinned back on her ears?
That's it.
Sure.
Oh, do you see a rhino in that?
No, that would be a dumb.
I mean, it's white. It could be a white rhino.
How are there no hunting or gun people in the
Maybe that's
chat
why.
that don't know what this is?
Oh, here we go. It looks like a fleshlight. All right.
I don't know. I don't know if that was referring to that comment.
Jizz, how do you know what a dendrophilia is? I'm afraid to even look that word up.
Too late. Got to do it.
Dendrophilia.
No, thank you, Mike. That was the name.
Oh, culo.
Kuyu.
Yeah. Oh, that's a cool picture. He's like playing poker or blackjack or some shit.
Doing something
Is it
that's
there?
expensive. Oh no, he's playing left, right, center. This is unbearable. This one.
Concepts
look like it.
Nobody else. And
That's
so
what you should ask
anytime I
him.
sit and listen to him talk in that environment, I'm always incredibly impressed at his depth of knowledge and incredibly inspired.
He just said
by
Greg
what
smart.
He's
Really
speaking on.
smart.
So it was a really cool session.
It's fun hanging with
I'm
Greg.
bummed I won't be able to attend his actual seminar, but for those who are able to make it, who are thinking about going, definitely check it out because his message is very interesting and very powerful and very. I think that what I enjoy most of it, honestly, and this is probably because of my friendship with him for the past almost 20 years, is just seeing his passion conveyed through the content. And I've seen that for almost 2 decades through CrossFit. And honestly, in the last few years of his work with CrossFit, he was already pivoting towards
This is very sentimental. He's basically saying he likes to see Greg happy.
Yeah.
It's
that
got to
state.
be like seeing Greg out in his element again. Because like of all the places that Greg shines, that really is it. And he took a hiatus from that for a while. So it's got to feel good.
You mean like he's a bit of a showman? Like he needs to get in front of people and talk and express himself and share big ideas and yeah. He's definitely in a very inspired state right now.
It's the broken science content and concept, and to see that same passion in this work, that's what keeps me honestly most interested. Is it's just seeing his passion for something, and how powerful it is in his life.
Oh,
so that was a good
Hurry
time.
up.
Spent a couple days. Sevon was there.
Oh shit! Nice of you to mention me.
Dale Saran,
Nice of you to mention him.
Kathy, a few others
His Kathy.
from back in the day.
No Souza.
I was a few others. Wait. A few others.
There were only 2 other people besides everyone.
Yeah, all right. Well, you didn't have to tell everybody else that.
It's just you and one other person.
A few others.
It literally excluded.
Yeah, he excluded you. I'm going to tell you everyone except 2 people. One of
2
them's
people.
Susan.
Now you need to text him, Souza. Are we okay?
Yeah. You good?
Down south, a couple hours south of here. They were 2 separate competitions.
He's saying he went to a shooting
Day
competition.
1 was a rimfire competition. I did okay there. Day 2, the wheels kind of came off, had some issues, and so I did not do good there. But
1.5 speed.
gives me something to just gives me more motivation to practice.
He shit the bed at a shooting competition.
Come back and do well. This week on Saturday, I'll be heading to CrossFit Overload. I'll be there for his. He moved into a new gym. John Lavelle did, and excited about that.
CrossFit Overloads in Southern California, Temecula, California. He's been around for a long time. The Gravats used to own the gym.
So if you're in the area and you can stop by, look up what time it's going to start, flying in for the day and then flying out. And then actually the next week when we're in Nashville, we're going to also have a little affiliate gathering with some of the local affiliates in Nashville, small group, those close to downtown Nashville.
You're going to Nashville? That's cool. Are you going to see Rich Froning?
So when's he doing that? The 10th? 11th?
Mm-hmm.
So
sounds like it.
Why? What's going on then? Oh, do you know something? Put it in the private chat.
No, I'll be in Nashville doing some stuff with Spin on that weekend. So.
Oh, really? Are you guys accepting an award?
Yeah, a major award.
next year with a lot of.
How many people work at the Spin magazine?
The only one who really works, I think, is Spin.
How many editors does he have?
0.
0 editors. How many graphics people does he have?
0.
How many technologists does he have?
If you include John Young, -1.
It's a liability.
It is a liability.
Fuck, how is Spin so good?
When he said that he wrote 481 of the 501 articles from this year, I was like, how did you do that? Like, I know how he did it, But like, how?
It's 2 a day, dude, basically, with some
Mhm.
like
Oh,
days off to like gather other shit or like breathe.
And if you've looked at what he's been doing lately, it's like 7 a day.
And he has a
And-
day job.
And
Yeah.
his 800 and something Instagram posts on top of that as well. So he's publishing all of those across multiple platforms.
And here I was like, my goal was 1 article a week, and he's doing like 7 a day.
What's his do we know how much the morning chalk up sold to wherever the fuck they went for?
Barben.
Is it 100,000? Is it 5,000? Is it 1,000,000?
I would imagine it's got to be over 750.
I wonder why you'd
I
buy
don't know
them
that
for
I
their
could
email list.
sell.
Like, why would you buy them before you would fucking? I mean,
They had
Spin's
a
crushing.
crazy email list. They had a crazy email list.
I mean, Spin's crushing them.
Yeah, but it has to seem weird that they would just value it off an email list, like of people that don't open
That's
their
what
emails.
it is, though. I mean, like, dude, like, you know how it is. People only want to know impressions, but they never think about what the value of our followers are, like how tied in we are with our followers. It's the same thing with emails. They have a metric that they look at and they're like, this is the one we want. It's like, yeah, but I have something that's way more valuable. You're going to send an email out to 2 million people and 4 of them are going to read it.
Yeah.
But I'll give you an email list with 50,000 on it, and over half to 3/4 are going to open that, and they won't do it.
And Spin now has the newsletter that goes out.
Yep.
So he's building an email list.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, this is just crazy. Emma Carey retired.
Well, how can you retire from something you weren't doing?
That's an interesting question. To the lifetime friends I've made, the coaches and mentors, I'll forever be grateful to the brands who have supported me. Oy vey.
I
The
think
competitor.
You
should what?
I was gonna say
Retire?
I think I should post one of these and we should copy paste in real time that caption into ChatGPT and say make this sound more manly and like Rich Froning, and then whatever it spits out, I'll just post with a picture of me.
The competitors I've had the honor of sharing the floor with, those who cheered for me or sent kind messages, thank you from the bottom of my heart.
If I ever quit, I'll text you guys and I won't tell anybody else.
Is she injured? Is she injured?
No, she just talks about like she went through like an identity crisis and stuff like
You're
that.
supposed to go through an identity crisis at 20 in your 20s. That's what
I
your
went
20s
through
are
one
for.
like every year.
Yeah.
Through my 20s.
Like
That's
if
what
you
went through my
did,
head in the 20s.
yeah, if you don't go through an identity crisis in your 20s, you ain't living.
It
Would
seems to
you
become
wouldn't you say that's fair?
Yeah,
for sure.
at least one.
It'd be weird if you didn't, right? Like,
I mean, you're
isn't
not.
it kind of like an evolution? Like, are you know,
Yeah, you need to be
late teens to early 20s to mid 20s?
Yeah, you need to be searching for shit in your 20s, like
Right.
deeply, when you're powerful and strong. And Sarah Cox, Happy New Year from Hawaii.
Rub it in there, Sarah.
Happy New Year. I know it's 6:30 where she's at right now.
Oh, she's not even close to New Year. She won't. You're not gonna be awake by midnight, are you, Sarah? She got kids and shit.
Man, that video that we got with that like early morning sunrise shot.
Yeah, that was crazy, right?
I don't get like super jealous about much, but like seeing one of those,
I'll never
that does
forget
it.
talking to Sevon on the phone on the tarmac in Hawaii. You happened to call me as soon as I landed in Hawaii, and I was like so sleep deprived, and you were just talking me up about how awesome Hawaii was. I can't even remember why we were talking.
When was that? I don't even
Yeah,
remember
what
that.
the
This was early. This was early on in our relationship.
How long have we known each other?
Probably 2.5, 3 years.
Since before we went to the first Wadapalooza.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to talk about Wadapalooza here, or I want to talk about doing media stuff in a second. I want to read this though. Clock. I used to believe the feeling of winning made all the adultery, pride, and I used to believe the feeling of winning made all the adultery, pride, and selfishness worth it, and then I actually experienced winning. I don't know what that means. Did she write that?
I hope she did. That'd be hilarious because that's
CrossFit is the devil. That's what she's saying.
crazy word salad.
I'm
CrossFit is the
60 and I've
devil.
had 3 identity crises. Oh, that's solid.
Brianna goes to one every month.
7:30. You know, we were reflecting, Susan and I, the other day, and early on when I started filming, I just realized that the media space in general is just full of assholes. Like even before I got to CrossFit, like just film people are just assholes, especially people in LA. Like I would be places and no one wants to share anything. No one wants to do camaraderie. No one wants to be nice. No one wants to share shit. Like it is a really fucking nasty
How clear that was.
cutthroat space. And then I came to the CrossFit space, and there was no one doing media here, and so I always experienced it as pretty positive, because like I had been around forever, so everyone's going to be nice to me, and I worked at HQ, and then I had all the high positions and everything. So, but every once in a while, I would meet an asshole. I would still meet an asshole, and then or people just would be assholes to me who didn't even know who I was, and I'd be at the somewhere, but. Then Sousa went and filmed at Wadapalooza, and I told him, I said, "Hey, people are going to be assholes. Don't get into it with anyone." And he came back from there, and he's like, "Whoa!" And I go, "What?" He goes, "Like I couldn't even fathom what assholes everyone is." I don't know why this space is like that. I really don't know why this space is like that.
It's weird.
I'm never a dick when I'm filming, ever. I mean, like maybe to like a security guard, like if they're like, "Hey, this pass can't get you through here," I'll be like, "What the fuck? I just came through here," like that. But never to my fucking peers, never to like young people, the new people, nothing. I never big dick anyone. I never. What were we gonna say, Tyler?
Well, just that like Sousa was like brushing shoulders with people, and it took me another couple months before I was like at a semifinals doing the same thing. And I took note of the people who were assholes back then.
So did I.
It's kind of crazy. Like it's almost like they can't give you the time of
Because they're
day.
not
They don't care
anymore.
Yeah, that's what he says. So the other day there was some fucking peon mouthing off on Instagram. Susan's like, "That guy was an asshole to me too." I'm like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah, that dude tried to big dick me too." And Susan told me the story. He's like, "What the fuck, dude?" All that comes and bites you in the ass, by the way. All of it. By the way, there's nothing you're going to get that you can't share with someone else. Like there's no reason ever to hog your footage, your pictures. Like we're not even in that world.
It's totally an ego thing. That's all it is.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. I remember the assholes vividly, but I also remember the handful of people that were really cool too.
They stand out like freaking giant stars.
The bar is so low.
Yeah.
I mean, that's true
All
too.
you have to do is just not be a dick.
Yeah.
But it felt like the ones who were really nice and gave me the time of day, like it was like you had eaten nothing but salt your whole life, and somebody gave you a glass of water, and that glass of water tastes like sugar because you've had just nothing but salt.
Yeah.
Good way to put it.
It was really refreshing every time somebody was nice.
Hey, pretty much drop names. You just look, you know all of them. You know every single one of them. Just go look on the internet. Hey, I'll tell you this. There'll be a fucking 1,000 people that won't like the fact that I don't like vaccines. You won't hear one fucking filmmaker, no one ever say that I was fucking rude to him at an event. Nobody. I'm pleasant to every from Craig Ritchie to anyone. Like I am so fucking pleasant. Like we're there to fucking do a job.
That was what was great.
But it's like 90% assholes in the pit. 90% assholes and a lot of just really insecure people. Unfortunately, there are a lot of really fucking insecure women just being fucking bitches for no fucking reason. Yeah, like just crazy. I'm just telling you. I like just trying to punk you. Sorry, what were you gonna say, Tyler?
Well, it was great. Like when you finally came to the games, I remember like the hype of all of us being like, "Oh shit, it's finally happening." Since we had kind of been a group. And I was so stoked to have you go nose to nose with somebody who you
all
throw
those
shit at.
all those people, right? Yeah.
And then when it went perfectly every single time, where you just
Yeah.
would win them over, or it was like a great interaction, or things would just like be cordial, I was like, oh wow.
I had a blast for 2 days. It was just me and Tommy and Heber and Marsden in the pits, basically. Like everyone else seemed like to vanish. I had a blast with them.
That's because you had access nobody else had.
I had a I had a blast. I hung out with Lauren and Tommy and Heber and Mars, and I was like, wow. It was like,
Where did everybody else go?
Yeah. I don't know where the fuck everyone went. Everyone who had access was protesting. But Susan, they were assholes, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's people that step in front of you. There was ones, and the weird part was it felt a little bit like going behind enemy lines because, we were kind of the up and coming podcast at that point. We barely had access. We were trying live stuff for the first time. I just had that cell phone, so it was like a little bit of that. But yeah, I mean, I definitely, people step over you, people nudge in front of you, and you had instructed before. You had warned me that would happen, and you were like, and hey, by the way, don't worry about it. Just let everybody go. Just be super cool. Like, we'll get our shots regardless. So, and that's the way I acted. So anybody that stepped forward, it wasn't like I was, confrontational whatsoever. It was like, oh, hey, did you need to get in this spot? And a couple people kind of like turn and give you the head nod, and the assholes would just step in front of you and then assume more space. And that was the thing that pissed me off. It's fine if you want to get in front of me and don't think that whatever, you need to get the shot over me. And you probably do. I had the iPhone and you have some fucking fancy camera. But it's
you shouldn't
one
judge
thing.
someone by their camera either. You shouldn't judge someone by their camera.
Yeah,
for the most part.
the second year I got made fun of a lot because I had that huge mono tripod with just a phone on it. But yeah, I mean, it was one of those situations where like you kind of let them in and you're like create the space and you at least to have some sort of acknowledgement that you did that. And there's people that stepped over and almost were like, it took you long enough and now I need more space.
Yeah.
You know who was the opposite of that? Which it was really cool when he did
like
it.
cool, like nice.
Yeah, was Rick Jones.
Oh,
He would be like,
yeah.
hey,
cool as
do you
shit.
care? Like, do you care? I need to get this shot real quick. I'll move right back. And I was like, Rick, don't even fucking ask. Just like get in front of me. And then later when he definitely needed the spot, he would like put the camera right next to my head and he'd be like, don't fucking move.
Yeah. Here's the rule. Here's the rule down there. You can fucking rest your dick on my shoulder. Like, it's all good. We're all in there. You can put your balls up on my face. But when I'm filming, don't bump me. Don't tap the fence. Everyone just stay fucking still and be cool. I don't give a fuck if you fart down there. Like, I don't care. Just don't move. Once we're squished in there like a jigsaw puzzle, everyone be cool.
No one move.
Yeah, no one move. Everyone just be chill. No one bump anyone, like do anything. Like it's cool. Everyone's cool.
Yeah. But the Rick Jones type do definitely stand out, right? Because you get a lot of that shit, especially I did at first, but like there was a lot of cool people. Carlos Bone, Jonathan Ortega, Rick, like all those guys were super cool right off the bat and even helped out in a lot of cases.
There's people kind of like you want to see succeed too down there. I'm trying to think like all basically any of the new people, you want them to succeed. The other people who kind of suck are like film crews that come in, like from the outside.
Yeah, they're just awkward.
Yeah, or they're just kind of like they're usually
don't know where to
go. They're usually from Hollywood or something, and they just their protocols like, hey, that's not like this. We all fucking know each other here. We've all sweat on each other, fucking swore at each other on the internet. Like, this is just one messy family. This isn't fucking Hollywood. Does anyone? I wonder if the Buttery Bros use what are those things you have people sign when you make a movie?
Like disclosure agreements or
contracts
something?
or NDAs
Releases.
I wonder if Buttery Bros have people sign releases, like when they do a piece with Mitchell Cooper. Do they have them like sign a release, or they do a piece with like Matt Fraser? Do they have sign a release?
I mean, I wonder if like I feel like half those things it only matters if you're gonna enforce it, right? A little bit. So like what would happen with that release is they have footage and they go to publish it and the people are like, hey, pull that down because I don't approve of that anymore.
Yeah.
And it's like you could say, hey, I have the release, I guess. And if they still took legal action, like would they even bother fighting it? I wonder.
And here's the thing anyway, let's take that to court. So Tyler, you wanted to pull it down? Yeah. Well, why did you let him come film at your house for 3 days? What did you think he was going to do with the footage? I think you can win.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. And all the
Well,
shit
you
at the
told me he's
games
coming
is
to film
all-
a doc and put it on YouTube. Okay, well, there you go.
Yeah. I mean, it happened to us.
Happened to
So-
me.
Oh, someone told you to pull something down?
Yeah.
Someone I know?
Yeah. It was with the John stuff with Grid.
Oh, with the I find strong women unattractive.
No, it was like
Oh.
his whole statements and some of the Grid stuff, and there were brands there that didn't like the publicity, and so we had to take it down. And then we start getting calls from people who act like lawyers or are lawyers, and you're like, all right, I guess.
Yeah.
Wait a
But
second, wait.
now we know, because it's like I won't do that again in the future until I have it in writing, which
Oh.
sucks.
That's kind of fair though, because they let you stream their shit, right? And then you guys said some stuff over their stream they didn't like, and their sponsors they put up
fair.
money. Yeah,
But also, like, hey, it's kind of the way. But it's like we didn't sign anything. Like Prince had said this on some interview he did on television, where he's like, I don't believe in contracts. He's like, he just wants to operate and work with people who are his friends. And I have that same feeling, but I've learned like 3 times now in dealings in CrossFit and other media is like, I'm just going to have to do a fucking contract, or else I'm going to have something bad happen. It's more often than not. And so it sucks, because it's like, I want to put the shit out. I want it to do great. I want your shit to do great. I want my shit to do great. I want everything to work. And inevitably something happens where we have to fucking take something down or undo something.
I wonder if you'd have to, though. Like, it's not like, I mean, I get it from a strategic position. You're like, look, if we're going to continue to do this, like, let's not like muddy the waters. We'll just pull it down. It's the easiest way to do it. But if you were just like, no, like, what really could they do? And at the end of the day, like a contract, like, to me, if you're going to enforce the contract, or you're just going to tell them to go fuck themselves, like, you're still kind of burning the bridge. So like, either way, it's like, does it matter at that point?
really? You're still burning the bridge if you take it down?
No, if you don't take
It's
it down.
already burned.
If you tell them fuck off, if they're like, hey, can you do us a favor and take it down? And you're like, no, like, then you've definitely
Right.
burnt the bridge.
We did a show with this chick,
Yeah,
the
identity doctor.
Identity Doctor. It was a great show. There were some weird things she said in there, like, you're the first man I've talked to in 2 years, and some shit that, like,
Well, that was all the weird after stuff, because she sent all this praise afterwards. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
wow.
like free now, and like, I'm so glad this first time was with you, and like, it was over the top. And we're like, cool,
and then we got
I
a
don't
letter
remember
from
this.
our lawyers saying that we need to take it down. And so we took it down. And then we waited till we got like 3 letters.
Yeah.
And I was just like, fuck, I put 2 hours of research into it and 2 hours of like the podcast. Why would I take it down? Like, this sucks. I did all this work. And so we took it down, and then about a year later, recently, maybe it's 2 years later, recently, because we streamed to
2
all the
years.
different platforms. 2 years later, just last month, I get this certified letter, and it says, hey, you need to take it down off of Facebook. So or wherever, Rumble, wherever the fuck it is. So I took it
You're
down
like,
over
I don't
there.
even know how to get there anymore.
Yeah,
That's
and
literally-
Sousa,
yeah,
and
it's like-
Sousa goes like this. He goes, hey, dude. And I go, what? He goes, what if they ask us to take it down from Twitter? I go, what's up? He goes, we don't know how to get into our Twitter account. We've been trying for 2 years.
Yep.
Damn.
So it is what it is there. And the weirdest part about that, there was nothing like over the
Crazy
top
in
about
it.
that show.
No.
Yeah, it wasn't like,
It was
and we've
so-
had
I was-
people
it was
come
so
back
cool.
and been like, hey, I
people either
wasn't
loved the
stoked
show
about
or
this
hated
shit.
the show.
I wonder if she's mitigating something that she said that you guys don't understand has context in something else, to where she's like, I can't have that floating around.
I think
You
she's a
guys would
trauma. I
never
think
know.
she's a trauma victim. I think something has happened to her, and she saw something on the show that re-aggravated her trauma. Or I don't even understand trauma.
Yeah, something. And yeah. Oh,
Well, you understand trauma. You just don't understand dealing with it that way.
Yeah,
David
just drink
Smith.
and push it down. That's what I tell my kids all the time. If something happens, I'm like, hey, push it down. Just push it down. Push it where? I'm like, just deep somewhere. Just deal with it later.
Find
Feel
it.
that pain in your side? Yeah, shove it right there.
Yeah, compartmentalize that. You can deal with that later.
It's called an ulcer.
push it down. That's what therapy's for. You think of it, you're creating job creation. Okay, so
Oh,
you're
God.
creating a better future for yourself.
be a man, push it down. Yeah. We were talking about like mean things kids do to each other today. This other family and my family, and I'm thinking of just like horrible shit kids do to each other. Like
Spit in their mouth.
yeah,
Not
like that,
inviting you to a party?
just horrible shit. My wife's like, yeah, this one kid told our other kid that he had a really bad haircut. I'm like, the fuck? How? What?
It's not even bad.
No, that's not even bad. Like, you got to deal with that.
Is this
Yeah.
haircut bad?
What are you talking about?
He's just
I-
microdosing some bullying. That's healthy.
I told you
Right.
the other day I did this fucking workout Sousa gave me, and I was laying in the fetal position when I was done for fucking 10 minutes. I took off all my clothes, put them in the fucking laundry room, and walked through the house. And Ari, my youngest, looks at me and goes, "What happened to your dick?" It's
And
like,
that's
that
still
hurt.
not even mean. It's
I was
still
like,
not
that
even
hurt.
mean.
I was like, that hurt. He's like, what? He's like, you heard it? I'm like, no, what you said hurt. He's like, well, something's wrong with it.
Just trying to help you out, dude. Something's wrong.
Yeah, we can talk about your feelings later. We need to get you to a hospital.
Yeah.
I'm taking a shower today. And the older twin Joseph goes, he's laying on the floor. I'm in the shower. The bathroom's just open. There's no doors or curtain or anything. It's just like a free shower in the bathroom. I'm showering. He goes, hey. And I go, what? I go, are you fat? I'm like, I wouldn't call myself fat. I'm tubby. And he starts crying. And my wife comes in and goes, what'd you say to him? I'm like, I don't fucking know. And he's like, I don't want hiding to be fat. Like, I'm naked in the shower.
I'm getting fat shamed.
I'm getting torn up. And this motherfucker's crying.
That's amazing.
The
I just looked it out.
The selfishness that kids have is otherworldly.
Now you know. Next time you answer that question, I'm fucking
Yeah.
shredded.
Yeah.
I'm fucking shredded.
Yeah. What are you talking
That's
about?
good.
Yeah.
Oh man. Did you see that lady about the cake thing?
To our DMs or email or
No. I think I saw.
oh
like, a
yes,
Rogan clip.
yes, the San Francisco
Czar.
Yeah, I played that on one of the morning shows. She's out of her fucking mind. Do you know the story, Tyler?
No. There's
She's
like
paid
a
by
lot
the
of
city.
words being thrown here, and I don't know.
She's
I
this
heard cake
fucking-
and czar, and
She's so fat. She's 100 pounds overweight and 30 of it's in her head. First of all, her head is so fat. And San Francisco hired her as like the fat acceptance czar. And she's saying that it's like white supremacy or racism or privilege, that if you're at a party and someone offers you a piece of cake and you say, no, thank you, can I have a smaller piece? She's saying that it's plain, you're trying to be morally superior if
It's
you want a
great.
smaller piece of cake.
I can't
Yes,
believe that
I
that's
am.
real.
I am.
Yeah,
trying
who
to be
cares if
morally-
you're being morally superior? Yeah, but first of all, it's like, so what if you are? I don't even get like,
Well,
is that bad?
By her saying that, it acknowledges that that is the morally superior move.
Oh, okay, yeah, that you're right. You're right. You're right.
Don't.
That's like black people can't find the DMV. Well, what are you really?
Yeah,
acknowledging there?
yeah,
What do you think about black people?
There is
Right.
inherent racism within the statement.
Right.
Hey, I saw something. Do you know the account Can't Cancel Ian?
No.
Mm-mm.
Do you know this account?
No. But I did go down the rabbit hole of a 9/11 one recently.
Cancel. You don't know this guy? Cancel Ian Carroll. Let me show you his account. It's blowing up right now.
I'll probably know him and just have
This
not known
guy.
the name. Yes,
No.
I know this guy.
He basically said that if you're not a free he thinks that a free Palestine is based. Like
A
if you're
free-
not a free Palestine guy, you're woke. I need to hear
Mm.
it. Like I would love to hear his explanation of that.
There's been a lot of that
military base
Zion.
in Hollywood.
Say that again.
There's a secret military base in Hollywood. That was his first reel.
Oh yeah, yeah. He got all sorts of wild shit on here.
The underground bunker. Oh yeah,
Underground bunkers, CIA shit.
It's New Year's in Central Time.
Wait,
Happy New Year's.
Standy has kids?
Or maybe fur babies.
I would imagine, yes.
Just because of that giant ass? You think that giant ass means you think someone put the baby batter on that?
Assuming that's the actual photo. I never really believe
Right.
any of these.
It
photos.
is.
I can't believe. Is it?
Yeah, I've been over to her accountant and just did a little fact checking. in my free time.
All four photos that she has. The AI 4 photos generated. Just
While
like
I was
Trish, right?
while I was supposed to be watching my kids play tennis.
Move along, boys.
AKA, please pull my photo off the screen and stop talking about me. Noted, Standy. Noted.
Oh, move along, boys. Okay. I don't agree with everything he posts, but he has some good content and research. He went to Epstein's ranch the other day. I watched that whole video. That one wasn't good, but yeah, in general, I think his shit's pretty good. Yeah, for research purposes, yes, always.
I just like watching dudes like that. I don't even care if there's anything there or not. It's like, what world are you living in?
Oh,
Oh,
happy
yeah.
New Year. Yeah, Happy New Year, Jorge.
Happy New Year.
Jorge
Jorge.
Villa Gomez. Is that really his last name? Villa Gomez? Villa Gomez?
Feel like a mess.
Jorge
Yeah.
Villa Gomez?
Via
Or-
Gomez.
Orle. That an old school Sevon podcast shirt he has on?
That's the first one.
Orle.
Wow.
Oh man, I forgot about that one.
Wow. Yeah.
Jorge's OG.
I've worn those so much they're just stretched out to oblivion.
I have those logos saved in my friggin' illustrators somewhere.
The guy that goes to my gym made that and then Will refined it to the one it was today.
Oh, we have all of these people on right now. Fucking fireworks and my dog is snoring. Oh, good.
Oh yeah. It's probably as it hits midnight over there. I wonder if there'll for sure be fireworks here.
283 people who don't have friends.
And they'll slowly go to bed here.
One by one.
One by one. They'll
And
slowly
we'll
go
be
to
left.
bed. Yeah.
Taylor on Friday is doing a show at 3 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Is that his one with McCoy?
Yeah.
That's cool.
3 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that's 6 a.m. our time.
Mm-hmm.
That's all right.
So what's the deal with semifinals?
There are going to be 2 in Tennessee and 1 in Oklahoma. And that's all she wrote for the U.S.
Are we allowed to talk about the rumors that are coming out about him?
I mean, it's been announced that there's going to be 1 in Knoxville.
It's like, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut through this for right now.
I
And then
mean,
Mayhem is going to have 1. And then there's going to be 1 at TFX in Oklahoma. That's what we know. But I would say yes. We're allowed to talk about the rumors. It's after midnight, so it's all good.
And
Yes.
do we know about I'm assuming Mayhem will broadcast theirs.
It'd be a
I
safe
would
bet.
assume
They have their own
they got their own guys.
media
Yeah.
empire there. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. They got
I wouldn't be
in-house.
surprised if you guys got calls on like, hey,
Hmm.
what have you guys run into in the past? I think that would be smart on their part.
Would be.
I expect an invite and to stay to have a cot set up in the barn from Rich.
I need into that facility for sure.
I've set my invoices.
And we're doing the NorCal Classic.
Yes.
Mhm.
And I'm assuming that these other people, from what I've heard, is that CrossFit, basically these people are on their own. They can stream their own shit. They can not stream it. They can get their own sponsors. They could get the Exerciser as a sponsor. They could get whatever the fuck they want.
Could be.
We
Mhm.
also need to reach out to Wilson.
The guy who
That's true.
does
Lock.
he does
Syndicate.
Syndicate, and he's done that forever.
Mhm.
So there's got to be people out there who need coverage.
Mhm.
Smart money.
Yeah,
Let's say yes.
yeah. All right, listen, guys.
Exciting
There's
times.
only one other. Well, there's two other games in the or two other teams in the game.
Who are the other two?
Charlie.
Oh yeah,
Doobie.
Hamilton. Yeah, Charlie Doobie.
Hamilton, and what seems to be the Be Friendly.
Oh,
Or-
stop.
Cell phone service.
They're going to run a bigger event than we did.
What do they
That's
do? What
so
are they doing?
2021.
What are they doing?
Doing an event coming up soon.
What event?
Wadapalooza, right?
They are doing Wadapalooza. That's certain.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Okay.
Rumor has
So-
it.
Does Wadapalooza pay them to do it?
God, I'd hope so.
Well, with how much money's in this ecosystem, I imagine, how could he not?
Because I mean, I would listen. If someone wants someone to stream, I think we can do it for free, and I can't guarantee it, but I could probably get Taylor not to say that anyone got gaped. There
could
is a
lower
risk.
the gaping.
That'll cost you. That'll probably be the one thing that costs you.
Yeah.
There would be there's always a risk. I can't.
Yeah, there's always a chance it slips.
Yeah, like we could have Tyler could be commentating and just be like, I'd fucking gape that guy.
We just have a gate button in case we'll run on a 30-second delay. If he says
Yeah.
it, just hit the button.
But I think the risks, if there's no one for free, I mean, wow, yeah.
Lots of opportunity, huh?
Hit the gate button, and instead it just says gape. I'm like, Susan, I thought it was a bleep button. You said gape button.
I would motherfucking hard. Anyways, please check out our sponsors brought to you by
And and on the other end, if you're a sponsor and you want to get a semifinal on the cheap, I mean, all we charge is the cost of just fucking going down there, and we just party.
Yeah, we share beds and stuff, so it's like one room you buy.
Yeah, we just drag John Young and JR down there and Bill Grunler and just make them work. We just buy them steaks and put them in a house.
I
Yeah, a couple
totally
of
forgot
ribeyes.
about this.
So if you want to
So-
get like 100,000 free views on your whatever your new yo-yo is, or fucking whatever the fuck you're selling, we'll peddle that shit and get you the eyeballs for it. God.
Speaking of, everybody's doing these year-end, best of 2024 videos and stuff like that. Barstool did one, but they did like best of the second half of 2024, right? And they had this kid working for them, and they fired him. And he was like a young kid who like really tried hard to get the job, but like he just could not get out of bed. And so they had him on a show after they fired him. Like the day they fired him, they had him on a show. He knew he was fired. And he just was like, yeah, guys, like I have a hard time with like time management and stuff. And I just kept, they'll do shit like that all the time. And
Is this kid a loser? Did he not want the job? What the fuck was he doing?
he's just an idiot. Like it just came down to him being an idiot. And I was like, why did we not have cameras on Sean?
Oh, don't worry. From now
At
on,
Crash,
we're
Oh.
going to be producing stuff coming out of the bunkhouse from now
It
on.
was so great.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
God, that
think-
would have added a whole new dimension to him.
Dude, if we would have had we would have had the part where John like gave me the kitchen tour when I got to the Airbnb of like which food was his and like which was community. And then I get the receipt and I'm like, wait, did I pay for all this though? Like, how is some of it yours, but some of it's communal? But I'm pretty sure the
Is he
podcast.
an only child? Is that what
you
happened
know
to him?
the answer to that.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
He's
No?
not.
Oh, he's not? I thought he was.
He's not.
Oh, that
Does
doesn't
he have a
make any
he has a
sense.
sister?
He has a sister. Yeah,
That's right.
Older
I
or
knew that.
younger?
I think she's younger. I can't tell.
But I just think people would find that shit hilarious. Our
7 a.m. in
conversations
Germany
and
and
stuff.
still tripping on some acid when you see the boys are on. Oh, awesome. Good.
Right on. Bringing in 2025 strong.
Happy New Year.
Are you adjusting your camera? What was it?
You're allowed to do it. You're grandfathered in on that one.
Listen, John, listen, if you're listening. On these trips, one of the ways we bond is we just eat each other's food. And the part about bonding is like it's whoever can be the coolest with their shit. Like, go ahead, drink my C4. Go ahead, eat my steak. It's just all about being cool, helping.
It becomes like a pissing contest at a certain point because I realized that JR was buying all the C4s.
Yeah.
And I was like, fucking stop that. Like, and so I bought like a shitload of C4s.
Yeah.
To, like, make up for the fact that he did. And then like steak, I was like, no, give me, like, I'm gonna buy a bunch of fucking steak. Like,
Yeah,
that's the way it works.
Yeah, it's a competition. Who can be the cool, like, push down all their shit. Don't bring your shit that you do to your wife to the fucking boys thing.
I know that, like,
yeah, I'll rinse this condom out and you can use it. Here you go.
Bryson and I got into a cooking like match at one point.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I'm gonna fucking cook it. And then he
Yeah.
took over at one point, and I was like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And to John's defense, I did tell him to get whatever he wants, and the food he did buy wasn't going to be the food we were going to eat anyway.
He wasn't initiated. He didn't know the rules.
Yeah, it kind of worked out.
But you should just know the rules.
Yeah. See, yeah, even Jonathan knows. He knows. He's bought me a cup of coffee. Shout out, Jonathan. Thank you.
Yeah, no one actually knows the rules. The rules aren't written down.
The rest
What is this?
Still unwritten.
What is this? Soaking.
Are you guys dating?
Yes.
Yes. Do you guys soak?
No.
Oh, they're Mormons.
I don't even know what that means.
I know what that is.
You do? How do you know what that means?
You do?
I Googled it.
That guy
For
just
real?
got so hard.
I saw it on TikTok.
So now are you more down to soak with her?
Yeah, now that she knows. At first I thought she didn't know what it means.
Yeah, sure.
We need a shaker though.
I'll shake any
You
day.
will? For free?
Yeah. Are other people trying to charge?
50 at least, like per shake. Like, and you can go up in price like 100 for like a big one, like Tornado almost.
It's pretty lucrative. Are you guys dating?
That was scripted.
You had me going until he was like, yeah, I mean, I'd be down.
Yeah.
Oh, does anyone want to explain this to me? I saw this on Instagram today. What is this? This guy was getting so pissed.
I have no idea what's going on there.
It's inside sports humor, I think.
Yeah.
Where's the guy who got fired? Let me know if you see him.
Oh, it's part of a YouTube video. It's like clipped up in a bunch of different stuff.
How much Barstool do you watch?
It has gone up a lot this year.
He's all of it.
When
So
I started,
you'll put
Go
on
ahead.
a Barstool like YouTube channel and just watch it?
yeah. I mean, they function the same as us, man. And that's why I started listening to them, just to like see what they're doing. What are they doing? We're not doing. And then like with Heat 1, especially like where they're partnered with DraftKings, like what are they doing? They did this. They're doing Barstool Survivor, right? Where they just have people in the office basically doing Survivor, doing office shit, like challenges in the office. They all have to sleep in the office, and you can gamble on DraftKings on who the next person to be eliminated is.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
See, that's
That's what Heat 1 is.
That's what we need to do. Oh, Patrick Rios, what's up, dude? Happy New Year. I made the guys vegetables once. Yeah.
Oh, they were so good too.
Yeah.
I don't
It was a
remember
bok-
that. I don't believe it.
it's-
Show me a picture.
Next time we're
It was like
together,
some
dude,
bok choy.
we're filming in the house. That's what the people want.
The house is The house is kind of crazy
Personally, I think the content will be more entertaining.
than the actually
Oh my
athletes
God,
working
yeah.
out.
Yes. I mean, I think like following like the homies will always be cool, but I don't know. I think and then plus two, if we knew we were filming and we started like acting a fool, I don't know.
Wow, they're busy. They put up a lot of content.
Dude, there's so many videos. Like they're just
Tons
like,
of it.
not only are they in the volume game, but like their shit's quality too.
And look at this. They even cover shit like the CEO getting caught at McDonald's, the CEO killer.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I should check out their shit. I never watched their stuff.
Oh, it's so
Yeah.
good. You see the one with the dude's mouth like wide open there, and Barstool Advisors. Yeah, that show's freaking crazy. It's literally a gambling show. If you've seen, there's a
Stu
gambling
Feiner has
movie.
a big night out in Windy City. That one.
Oh man,
this one?
those shows are crazy. All of those, that whole line of shows, the Barstool Advisor shows. So that's similar to like, Shut Up and Scribble on theirs, but it's for gambling only, and it gets insane. And so like they do
they start saying they start arguing about who the best bets are.
Yeah.
Wow. I've had too much to drink, so I'll keep it short. Happy New Year's, you savages. All right. Happy New Year. Good to see you, Mr. World.
Glad you're kicking it with the kids and not at some comedy club in Austin right now. Bless you.
But I consume quite a bit of their content. Probably a video or two a day, just to keep, like, if something new comes on, or if they do any big specials, like they'll do like pre-game. They'll set up like a huge and they'll like basically stadium look. They'll do like what is it? ESPN Game Day. Or college game day.
And they only do the big sports. They do football, basketball. No, they do
they
bowling.
They do these brawls. So Redneck Brawl, I think, is something that they started. So like they go to like West Virginia and they'll have like a ring, like a boxing ring, and they'll get rednecks to fight each other, and they'll be sold out, and they'll commentate over top of it.
Wow.
They just work all the time.
Wow. We need a boxing match.
Rough and Rowdy, I think. Yeah, there it is. Rough and Rowdy.
This is a dumb conversation.
Okay.
Helen, I want to drain my balls into your butthole.
I'm hot on the gate button.
We do need boxing matches for CrossFit athletes. I agree.
Dude, backyard style.
Why? When the athletes cry about everything, why would you?
Yellow Hosta versus Fikowski.
They both got the reach.
Oh, you would listen, fucking old man. You ain't boxing nobody. Taylor would fucking dot your I and cross your T. Kidding me?
Yeah. Would not want to be on the other side of Taylor.
Yeah, you're out of your mind. I bet 30 out of 40 games athletes can't throw a proper punch.
Well, we watched him throw a softball one year, and
Pedro Murillo Macedo de Souza.
Strong last name.
Jeez, where does the last name start?
That's a great question. About 4 words back.
I'll tell you who else is always nice in person. You're never going to hear anyone say anything. You won't hear anyone. You won't hear anyone in our crew. No one will ever. No one will meet someone in our crew and ever think they're a dick. Dude, this shit's making my nostrils close up. This thing's fucking up my sinuses. What's in McKellen?
Oh, wow. You got Kaylee's drink of choice, huh? Oh, wait, no. She was mezcal.
Highland single malt whiskey scotch. Yeah, dude, I can't even breathe through my nose anymore.
Nice.
There's something in there I'm allergic to. Where's the smoking hot Asian chick from the dating thing you did? Let's call her. I bet she's into some wild shit right now. Send her a link.
That's not a terrible idea. It's crazy enough to work.
No, we got plenty of content for the next hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah, we're just getting warmed up.
Oh, yeah, we're fine.
Hour, 40 minutes.
We're fine. Let me show you what my search looks like.
Yeah, don't feel locked in either, Tyler. I know sometimes you get all these and you're like, it's hard to exit. So I know it's like,
yeah, I think at 1:30 I'm gonna have to be out.
No. Please don't.
I still think we should be. I still think we should do a show where we like show me your algorithm, where you just record like a couple slides of your algorithm just to
on
show
the
people
Explore page. Oh, dude, mine's all conspiracy right now. I've gone down so many different rabbit holes of too many of those. One I was watching about the fog recently in the Bay Area and how it's like
I
it's got
saw this.
chemicals. I was like, damn, we're going deep now.
It smells weird. Is that
Yeah, what-
real?
Oh shit!
The
Wait
fuck
till
knows?
you guys. Delato just sent me. Wow, look at this. I don't even know how to. Do you know how to pull up pictures, Sousa?
I think so. If I could probably just share my whole opposite screen.
I don't want to get you in trouble. Look at this. Someone just sent me pictures from the live stream of Kill Tony, and she was in the front row, and she's wearing the exact same top she wore on the show the first time she was on. You know, the one with the titties hanging
Nice.
out in the middle,
Oh.
with the white button-up shirt.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is from the live stream. Oh, cool. Wait,
You're
is that
that
Cody
guy.
Sanchez sitting next to her? Oh, that is. Wow.
Do you know what I learned from having her on the show twice? I learned something. You know,
Yeah.
this is gonna be good, right, Tyler?
Yeah.
If you're a guy and you meet creatures in the world, there's like different creatures. So like you're in a reptile store and you see a snake and you're like, oh, that'd be cool to own that, especially if like you're 11 years old, right?
I
And then
can't wait
you're-
for you to land this.
And then if you're 22 and you go into a Honda dealership, you're like, yeah, you want to leave on a fucking 1000. You know what I mean? You want to leave on a fucking crotch rocket.
Or a sensible Civic. Yeah.
And
Or 1990s.
when you meet a girl, I don't know if girls know this, but when you meet a girl and you're a guy, how she presents calibrates your thoughts about her. So if she's presenting accoutrement or symbols or gestures that make you think that she should have a load of baby batter on her, it changes your whole perspective on it. You know what I mean? Like if you present with a bathing suit on at the beach, a guy's not thinking like, hey, I want to fuck you. But if you present like with a bathing suit, like, you know what I mean? Like at the coffee shop, like I'm going to get in there just to get a mocha and you're in there like with your
Wait a
legs
minute.
open and a fucking bathing suit top in front of your laptop. I'm like, and your nipples are hard. I'm like, oh, wait, what? Like it's like a flower, like a bee attracted to flower.
Mhm.
Someone call Haley.
She tried to cut him off. He wasn't handling it. Well, I want to
And
go back to
so-
the pet store. I want to. So what if there's I'm confused about the reptile, but what if there's like a cat there? I guess I need the cat as a comparison to the reptile, or I need something.
I'm just saying,
besides
like
the shadow.
at different ages and different places in your life as a boy, there's things that you want. There's things that you like whether
Okay.
you want them or not, but how you present them. Like you don't go to the pet store and see a snake and are like, oh, that's cool. You're like, hey, I want to take that home. You know what I mean?
Yeah, when
You're
you're
at a
11, you're
motorcycle
like, I
dealership
need
and you're
that.
like you don't want to just walk around there and look at bikes. You're ready to fucking take something home. So you meet a fucking girl and like you're just order a coffee from some chick at a fucking coffee shop and she's just doesn't matter how attractive she is, if she's not presenting like how men see women like as soliciting them, you know what I mean? Like titties pushed up to their chin, fucking midriff showing, fucking pants are so fucking tight, like I can see the fucking outline of your asshole. Like those are things like you're like, oh, is she like is she peacocking? Is she like
Is she?
like
Yeah. Is
soliciting?
it?
Yeah, like
I don't know.
I don't even know. We don't even know. We don't even know what the fuck you're doing. I'm just telling you like how we subconsciously just think of, not even subconsciously, we just are just
No.
programmed to think of it like, hey, like 80% of your fucking Instagram pictures are like this. You're showing us your ass. We're like, do you have to take a shit or do you want us to fucking fuck you doggy style? Like we don't got a lot of options.
It's probably the shit.
And so
No, I get this because it's like I remember being like, I don't know, 15 or something and looking at a girl who was 18 or 20 and being like, I don't know why you would ever not pick that over somebody who was 35 or 40. Like it never made sense to me. And now that I'm 32, I'm like, why the fuck would you ever pick an 18-year-old?
yeah. Well, once you meet with the girl in her 30s, you fucking have your brain fucking exploded.
But I get it's different.
So if I have a girl on a podcast who's got her fucking tits pushed up to fucking here, and she's just like she's presenting like 80% of the guys are thinking about like what they like is there going to be a wardrobe slip? Can I touch those things? Can like you have to go back to the well every 2 to 3 minutes and either push them together or tell a story about how one fell out somewhere or talk about wanting to get them pierced. But you better always bring the conversation back to what you're presenting on the fucking front. Because if you don't, at the 6-minute mark that you're fucking still talking about your favorite Quentin Tarantino movie, I fucking hate you.
You have not passed the tits go at least 3 times. We need
I'm not
6
going over
minutes.
to I'm not going over to the weed guy's house to buy a fucking sack of weed and have him tell me about how much he loves his fucking dog. Motherfucker, take me here's my $60. Fuck you. I know I don't want to take a bong rip with you. Give me my fucking weed.
Lingerer.
Yeah. So like you want to keep someone's coming over to buy a sack of weed from your house. You want to keep them over there for 15 minutes. You can be like, hey, here's the weed. And then they're like, okay. And then you can talk about your dog for a minute. And then you pull out the scale. And then you can talk about your dog for a minute. But listen, if you go on a strip of like 5 or 6 minutes talking about your dog and I don't see you moving towards bagging the weed so I can get the fuck out of there, I hate you. And so if you're presenting with your fucking titties and your ass and shit, you better do some shit to bring it back to your titties every few minutes, or else your show's like you're false advertising. You're fucking clickbait. Like there's like I don't.
Stock is dropping. It's plummeting.
Yeah, like
quick.
keep reeling me in. Like go ahead, reel some in, pull me out of the water, then drop me back in. Let me swim around a little bit. But like you cannot just let me swim around with the fucking hook in my mouth. I fucking pulled your whole line out. I'm fucking never coming back into him. Like, give me a fucking break, dude. It's like this show. It's like this show. I can only do so much fucking like abortion and fucking vaccine and don't eat sugar before I gotta fucking reel it back into the titties. Like David Weed ain't hanging out for more fucking abortion talk.
Yeah.
It is. I wonder if you guys have this feeling too, because it's like I've been at that my drug guy's house or in a situation where this person
is that my drug guy's house.
It's called the plug now, Tyler. Brianna just taught us that.
Whatever.
You have the plug spot.
You're never gonna believe it. He don't got toothpaste in his bathroom. So weird.
No, I got Matoothian.
No, not you. I mean your drug guy.
Oh, my drug guy. But anyway, you get in a situation, you're like, I want to not be in this, or I only had 5 minutes allotted for this conversation and I want out. I want to go home. I want to do something else. And you realize like 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes in, you're like, this motherfucker's not quitting. So I have a gear, and I've realized that Jeanette hates me for this, where I basically go, we're going all the way in, and I'll just go there with them. I'll go until...
Hey, dude, I used to have a friend. This is before I did any drugs. It was in college, and he was super into meth, and he would drive me fucking crazy. And once a week, I'd be like, "Fuck this motherfucker! I'm going all in with him." I was 0 and 50. Even all in, dude. I'm gonna just lock eyes with them and just hang with them for 2 hours. Fuck you, dude. You wanna play this game?
2 days.
Nope. Crush me. Fucking steamroll me. Spit me out. Do you ever win those?
Yes.
That's
I will,
awesome.
but it becomes about the journey to me, and I like at that point I want to see how weird or how far this rabbit hole goes. And so you've taken time from me, so now I'm turning it into a playground where I get to have fun because you've already stolen this from me. This needs to be good for me. So whatever fucking crazy shit you're talking about or whatever thing that you have that I want to know, I'm going all the way in on it.
Okay, so I was talking about pussy, and now you want to take it to a psychological conversation. So I want to bring it back to pussy for a second.
Right.
Have you ever had a girl invite you over to her house to spend the night, but then you didn't? But then you couldn't sleep in the bed with her. You had to sleep on the floor or some shit. Like you think you're going over there to get some, but you're not.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you leave?
No.
Oh wow, that's impressive.
I mean, if I had to sleep on the floor, probably, but like I never got to the floor.
I had the trundle bed pulled out.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh. That's
like I'm out. She's like, why? I'm like, I'm not fucking. I didn't come over here to fucking like just sit here in bed with a fucking hard on and fucking like scratch my eyeballs out. I'm fucking lose my shit. I'm going home.
Yeah,
You
amen
see,
to
for
that,
me
brother.
in those moments, I just want to see what the dance is like.
Hey.
Okay, but you can't win that. That's like fucking going to staring contest with a meth head. You can't hold out. Like some chick can hold out for getting the D way longer than you'll be fucking losing your mind over there. You know what I mean?
For sure.
I
What are you
don't know.
Just pull out the
kind of
Bible and be like, okay, I agree. Let me sit on the trundle bed. Peter 5:13. Yeah, buddies.
buddies,
Buddies.
the buddy bed.
This chick, after I went home, then the next day we were hanging out at the coffee shop and she was telling me how she's a virgin. She thinks she's always gonna be a virgin. I'm like, you are.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's like, do you think I'm gonna be hot forever? She was crazy hot. I'm like, no. She's like, that's what I'm worried about. What if I'm not hot anymore and I don't start having sex? I'm like, hey, let me know.
What was she like religious or something? What was the
I have no idea.
What's the constraint? What's the constraint on the business there?
I have no idea.
Fuck.
I think I've told you that story. I went over. She invited me over to her house. At her house, she's like, "Hey, let's go to bed." I said, "Okay." We climb into bed. I pull up. I empty out my pockets, and there's a condom. She's like, "What's that for?" I'm like, "What do you mean? What's that for?"
See.
Then I got kicked. Then I got kicked to the trundle bed, and then I just fucking went home.
Well, yeah, you were a predator at that point. You know, she knew. She knew you were intentions.
I should have kept the condom. I should have kept the condom in my pocket.
Oh yeah.
How dare you? How dare you
Yeah.
assume, Sevon,
Yeah.
being that far into the situation?
So sorry, Sevy. I'll be sure to wear low-cut shirts at the games this year. Wouldn't want to be a YouTube tease. Listen,
Well,
It's not about
goodness.
that.
don't get carried away.
It's about the real and the loose, and the real and the loose.
Hold on. I want to get a picture of your profile pic. Got it. We're good.
Got it. Oh, see, yeah, Brianna agrees. She would have saw that. She'd have been out too.
Oh, really? Where's that? You can't show the condom?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I saw that, you're out.
Oh,
You
and
invite
then,
me to your house and invite me into your bed, and then you see that I pull like it was like probably like a pack of cloves, some like sage, probably like a wooden,
Sage?
probably like like just crumpled up sage that I probably roll, probably like some rolling cigarettes and a fucking wooden pipe that I carved myself or some shit.
Well, I guess I take that back. Could have been any one of those items. I think that might have done it then, not just the
Your house, some patchouli.
Or it might have been
Patchouli.
just the whole,
God.
just the whole thing.
All right, I'm one down. One glass of McKellen down.
Like one full one.
No, one shot glass, 1 ounce. Hey, did Greg ever respond for tomorrow morning show?
He did not.
Oh.
Happy New Year, Seema.
The show's 9 out of 10. Thank you.
No, not really bad.
It ruins it. Then I think, damn, he really thought he was going to get this. Now he's not. Oh.
But he was until that moment.
Dude, it's all about the fucking dance.
Sevy, which girls are better at fucking super stupid or super smart?
Yes.
I don't know if I've ever seen a
blonde.
I don't know if I've ever seen a correlation. You met a smart girl before? What's up, Kim? I can't do a shot of this. I'll fucking pass out. I won't make it till. I think the God, I don't know. I mean, there's crazy girls who are just fun because they're crazy. But I'm scared of those girls, not kinda. I was scared of those girls, the crazy girls.
What do you mean you were scared of them? Like you just stayed away? You didn't.
You know, the girl, it's like it's fucking 11 o'clock at night. You just fucked her. You're drunk, and she's like, "Okay, let's go to a club." Like, no, thank you. You're oozing sex. I'm gonna get beat up fucking there, or you're gonna get drunk, or you're gonna like something crazy. You're gonna want to fuck in the bathroom, or we're gonna end up doing coke, or like that. How can that be smart? Like it's 11 and we're already drunk, and you want to go somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like you're already like in other crazy shit's happening at your house, and your roommates are crazy, and like you got like you're not answering the phone because your ex-boyfriend's looking for you. Like no. You know what I mean? Just crazy. Any girl who tries to fight, fuck. Like,
Yeah, that's not really a good time. That's not the vibe.
no.
Depends.
Yeah, right. I know. And I've had friends. Hey, it's the same fucking people who own pit bulls. Do you ever own a pit bull, Tyler?
No.
Oh, you ever own a pit bull, Sousa?
No.
Yeah, it's like guys who own pit bulls. It's like, yeah, you just want something fucked up to happen to you. You do.
If I don't have to be around them very long, I'll see where the train goes.
Yeah.
But
dated this
if I
chick
know
one
that
time.
you're
That was just really like there's just nothing there on the other side of that. And it was almost the exact opposite of the spectrum of the crazy. And I think that's almost just as bad. It's
Wait,
like you
you
got to
ain't-
go somewhere in the between.
Wait.
Right?
Yeah, you lost me.
So there, like, it was just this chick. She was super good looking and stuff, but there was just nothing there. There was like just
Oh,
no
yeah.
conversation.
Mhm.
Like, it wasn't like she was crazy or anything. You could be like, "Hey, do you want to go do this or do that?" And she's like, "Yeah, whatever you want to do." And you're like, "Okay." And
Yeah,
then,
it's surprising that people are actually as hollow as the joke seems to be.
Yeah.
right,
Yeah. Yeah.
And so on
I've
both
had
ends
that
of those
happen.
spectrums, right?
That's honestly worse.
Yeah.
Because
Like
at least with the crazy, you get a story.
like
Oh, guaranteed.
could you imagine going into a fucking woman's house and fucking her in her fucking husband's bed, like when her husband's at work?
Nope, you'd be shot. I couldn't perform under that pressure. I feel like I would have like a double
Like-
barrel to the back of the neck, dude.
Like what? Like,
If you do some shit like that, you're fucking asking.
are you out of your fucking mind? That's what I mean. But there's people like that.
There's also people that have like two families, you know?
Like,
where they're,
listen,
don't know each other and shit.
you want
My
me to cheat on my
grandfather.
wife? Okay, let's book a flight to the fucking. Let's book a flight to the moon, and then have a safe up there, and then a safe inside of that safe, and a safe inside of that safe, and then I'll do
And
it.
then I'm gonna get paranoid a month later and have to kill you. So it's
Yeah,
gonna get
yeah,
really
and you
weird.
got to throw your phone away and change your phone number after we have sex. Like, are you out of your fucking mind? These fucking people. Yeah, you're really asking for it. That's what I mean. That's
You
how I
are.
feel about pit bulls, fucking someone in their house. Like, those are just crazy. Those are crazy people.
People
I don't
end up
understand-
shot
I don't
like
understand-
that.
Yeah, I don't
No one
understand.
feels bad.
I don't like that in movies when they do that either. I get all uncomfortable and shit. I'm like,
Yeah,
really? You guys
you-
are fucking in that person's bed right now? How about you go somewhere else and do it?
I have some close family members who have had multiple affairs. And the
How do they
older
get caught?
one
Do they get caught?
eventually,
Yeah.
yeah. But I mean, it went on for decades with the older one, right?
Decades?
Decades.
So it's like the dual family situation? Was there a whole
he didn't
with
have a
her
dual
family?
family.
Hey,
but
with the same girl?
no.
Oh. I was
Oh.
gonna say, damn, that's some good pussy. Listen, if you've been cheating on your wife for 10 years, that's not cheating anymore. That's just an understanding.
What's it called when you have like the multiple wives? You're just
Concubines and shit.
Polymonogamous or whatever.
Okay, sorry, Tyler. I didn't mean to fuck you straight. But write that into the books. If you've been cheating on your wife or your husband for 10 years, you're good. With the same person, you're good. Seriously, I'm not joking. You're good. It's fine. It's all.
Yeah, if you've been letting it slide that long, it's like evidently you are good with
you
it.
figured it out. Yeah, you figured it out. It's all good.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay, go on. Okay. So for 20 years with 20 different chicks.
Yeah. And then a younger one came into the situation and he knew that the older one was like this. And he kind of went to him for advice. And he sat him down and he said, listen, there are some people who can handle this. You're not one of them.
Oh.
Just like there are certain people who know what kind of that stress that you were talking about in the movie, Sevon, like what that is like on a daily basis. And you're built for it or you're not. And this person was not.
Wow.
Hey,
What
if you're,
did Kenny call it? His limbic load or something?
hey, if you're cheating on your spouse, you can't leave your phone alone. Right?
or you have multiples.
That's getting deep.
But then you got to hide that phone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can't like if I thought that there was something in here that would make it so my wife would leave me, I would be fucked. I'm not meant for that stress. I don't know where this
Right.
thing is 80% of the fucking day.
I was gonna
Where
say
the fuck is it? Where the fuck is my phone?
it's like a period of time when Grace and I had the same case, and sometimes my phone would be gone. I'd be like, "This
Oh,
isn't
yeah.
even my fucking phone."
Yeah.
And
And,
it's
and,
just
and
like,
aren't you glad like there's nothing on there? Just like Taylor's dick. That's it. Taylor gagging on a black cock. That's the worst.
yeah, it's like, just don't open this one thread. You're gonna really regret it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and not for the reason you think you are.
Yeah. Other than that, you're good. We're good.
Oh, Panthers guy has 3 phones. One for the
Panthers
wife,
guy.
one for the girlfriend, one for the plug.
I understand
Oh, this is
having. Good.
really Brianna.
Yeah. Yeah. That's her.
I'm trying to think. I had 2 phones for a long time. I thought that I was going to build the 3 Plane Brothers Instagram account up to be just like massive.
I
So
was so stoked for that to happen.
And so I was just had one phone that was just like I carried that everywhere just to get that content on it. It's kind of, I guess that's different than cultivating pussy with the
Yeah, it's
second phone.
Cultivating boys.
Look at this. Ex-husband guarded his phone, but the second phone buzzed between the mattress once.
Rookie move.
Damn.
Wait a second. Wait a second. You're as the Two Life Crews would say, face down, ass up. In a moment of
Sure.
intimacy and trust, you feel his balls every time he thrusts, smacking against your labia. Do I have the anatomy right? Yeah.
Maybe.
Goodness.
Tits all swinging around, and you feel a vibration under the mattress.
Bzz, 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 bzz.
Do you automatically go to like cheating or like Breaking Bad stuff?
It's got to
Oh,
be
shit, you're a
100%.
drug dealer.
I think that drug dealers, like, you either know that you can't get around not knowing that somebody's a drug dealer. Like, you just know. You're not with a drug dealer and not know.
Are you with
Yeah.
a guy who's fucking other chicks and not know? Hey, here's the thing. I just realized this. If my wife was cheating on me, like, I would be in such denial. Like, I could walk in the room and see her fucking a dude and be like, nope, I didn't see it.
Hey, just like you teach
My
the boys,
ego's so-
push that
my-
shit down.
Yes, yeah, my ego is so big. If I saw, there's no way. I'd be like, oh, what's that guy doing? She could be like, oh, he's fixing the washing machine. I'd be like, okay, cool.
All right.
Go outside and get a lift in. Is that what happens? Is that people's egos are so big they just can't even.
I was thinking about that the other day because I was like, with previous girlfriends and stuff, I would be like a little bit more jealous, like kind of on the lookout, like, are they going to cheat on me? Stuff like that. And with Jeanette, I was like, I just like played a mental game.
Yeah, I pushed that shit.
Where I was like, if she was cheating on me right now, I would not have, I would be so dumbfounded.
Yeah.
Like, you've been doing it. And I was like, oh my God. Like, I'm told. And I was like, is it good that I'm that? Like,
Yes.
that oblivious to it, or is it bad? I think it's
No.
good. It's just, but it's like, I was like, how did this happen? I used to be so uptight about it. And now I'm just like, man, there's
And
no
I've
way.
I've seen guys like spin themselves in circles. Like I've never been. It's just like it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like why live your life like looking over your shoulder, or, like
Right.
trying to be controlling, or like you can't go out and do this. It's like fuck, dude. If she wasn't gonna to, now you're gonna push her to. Like fucking give it the space and trust.
Yeah.
And if you get fucking burned, like that, hey, dude, that's the fucking that's our deal. That's the human condition. You will.
My
get
wife
burned.
promised me that if she caught me cheating, it would be divorce Italian style. Does this guy live in Ireland? Did I? Oh, they kill you?
No,
Did Bob
cut
say?
his wanker off.
Oh, did Bob say Happy New Year from? Good morning and Happy New Year from Ireland. No shit.
Oh.
I never knew that about Bob.
Top of the morning to you, Bob. Yeah, there was a couple, someone from Sweden, I think, Switzerland.
That guy seems way too fucking smart to be from Europe. Is this the regular Bob? Does he normally have a different last name? Is this the
No.
Bob I'm thinking? That's the
Yeah.
regular guy? He just changed his profile pic?
I don't even know if he did that. I mean, I recognize that profile pic because I think so.
Girls have an intuition when something is off. They typically just wait until the guy slips.
Then what's the point in having intuition?
Dude, I had
Yeah,
this girlfriend that had I had this girlfriend that had a dream I was cheating on her, and I got in fucking trouble for that. Like, it was like fucking like she couldn't stop seeing the picture. It was like 3 weeks of fucking hell.
And you're like, I didn't even fucking do that.
But I wanted to then, like you guys are saying. Well, fuck it.
I'm already doing it and getting in trouble for it anyway.
Yeah. You ever have a girlfriend like 1 in 10 of her dreams ends up becoming real? And she's like, by the way, I saw you die in my dream yesterday. You're like, what the fuck?
Nope.
That's Haley. That's my
Don't
current
like
one.
that.
I don't like that. I'm scared when she tells me she has a dream. I'm scared to ask what it is.
You buy into a lot of that stuff?
Like, I don't know if it's manifestation or prophecy. I don't know, like, or you know what I mean?
Aren't they
Like,
kind of almost interlinked?
yeah, that's the same thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you
that's what
manifest that, or you see in the future? Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but like,
right.
When I saw those 5 people get killed in Isla Vista, for like the week before that, I was tripping. I was telling Haley like every night, because I was dating Haley time. I'm like, man, I do not feel good. And she goes, what do you mean? Like, I have the weirdest feeling that I'm gonna get killed. I have the weirdest feeling I'm gonna die. I was tripping on it, and I almost had this sense of relief when they died. And I'm like, holy fuck. She goes, it wasn't me.
Damn. But you
Yeah.
felt it?
I don't know. I mean, it could just be coincidence.
No.
I think you can feel stuff. I've
What
told
do you
you
mean?
guys-
How would I feel? It didn't even happen yet.
But you did.
Yeah.
Because where did that come from? And then an
Yeah.
event happened. You
Yeah.
know? Like, have you ever felt that before? And did you ever feel it after?
One other time when I was 16, I felt it.
Anything occur?
Anything happen?
I think I think it was when I was 16. I think my grandma died.
Hmm.
Gotta listen to that stuff.
But it's weird because I always think it's me. The shit's gonna happen to, but it's not. Someone else.
You start feeling like that. Haley's like, "What's wrong?" You're like, "Oh, we're good. I'm gonna live."
Our dog's gonna get run over tomorrow.
I told you guys I still sleepwalk, right? At 30, too.
No.
Sleepwalk my entire life.
What's that look like?
I mean, for me, I don't know about it. And there are some times where I have like complete blackout modes where I have no idea that I sleepwalk, have no idea. I'll just wake up dog shit tired. And then other times, Jeanette will be like, yeah, you were up last night talking about some crazy bullshit. And then there's other times where I do it and it's like I'm in co-pilot mode where I'm just watching out the window and I see everything that's going on, but I have no control. And then like in co-pilot mode, I'm also receiving images of whatever I'm dreaming while I'm also seeing what I'm seeing when I'm awake, like through my real eyes.
Do you ever? Is it like you just get up to take a piss, but you don't wake up all the way? So you're like,
yeah, I guess
I see a dick. Oh, I'm also in Paris.
Yeah.
Well, I'm peeing in my toilet, but I'm also peeing off the Eiffel Tower. This is weird.
One of the funny ones is like I've seen like Matthew McConaughey in my house, like straight up. I've been like, Jeanette, it's fucking Matthew McConaughey. He's right here. And she'd be like, Tyler, you're sleepwalking. And I'll get pissed. And she gets mad because I'll argue back with her now, where I used to be like, I would just like mumble off and say something and go back to bed. But she's like, you get mad now because I push on you and you're like, you're sleepwalking. And I'll say, no, I'm not fucking sleepwalking. Matthew McConaughey's right there. No, thank God.
Oh man, that's so trippy.
But there are certain things when I sleepwalk that like I get ideas about, and then weeks later, something to that effect happens. It's happened at least like 5 times. Where I'm
what
like,
do you mean?
Like you're saying, like you'll get a weird feeling like somebody's gonna die or something like that's gonna happen, and like my brother's like his colon ruptured. And I was like, I knew for like a week, and I was having dreams. I was having dreams where I was like, something is bad going to happen. Like somebody's sick, something's going to happen. Then my brother's colon ruptures. And it's like, yeah, Like that's happened at least a handful of times.
Trippy.
And I'm not saying like that I believe,
What
but
happened to his
there's
colon?
something
Did his
there.
rupture?
Yeah.
How'd they fix that?
You just fucking he had like what do you call it, diverticulitis, but it actually like slowly started leaking into his body, and then they wash it out and sew him back up.
Damn.
Hey, this is fucking so weird.
In the U.S., 17. Oh,
This is like so. Why this is not David Weed? Someone stole 17 countries in the Europe has higher IQ than
oh yeah. Then he re-commented the same
US
thing.
dumbass.
Maybe he's drunk.
17 countries in the Europe has higher IQ than USU dumbass. Is he talking to someone in the chat?
Just talking to us was saying that you said
Yeah,
that,
but David Weed doesn't say stuff like that. He doesn't like that. Like required like him to Google something or read something, or that's not him. He doesn't do that. Yeah, he doesn't like share information like that. David is sleep commenting. Okay.
I'm
Okay.
biking. You're biking at 2 a.m.
Well, we don't know where he lives. Technically, I think he said Spain one
He's in
time.
Spain. And David Weed doesn't bike. Biking is gay as shit.
Well, it is 2025. New year, new him. Maybe he made a decision to change. And you know what? I'm here for it. Yeah, it's 8 a.m. Look at him. He's kicking off his New Year strong.
Oh, so this is a total different David Weed than we know because it's a different time. Usually, we have the nighttime weed.
No, we have the daytime.
The nighttime
8 a.m. 8 a.m.
Yeah, but then it's but then it's
the indica weed.
Oh, then it's like 4 or 5 o'clock. Yeah, he's been on some indica. Smokes indica. He's like sharing information and shit now.
Wow.
I think a car drove into a crowd when he was filming in college. I was in college filming in Isla Vista, and a guy drove through a crowd of people while I was filming and screamed, "I'm the angel of." He ran over a shitload of people, killed 5 of them. And I was filming, and he jumped out of the car and said, "I'm the angel of death." And if Andrew Hiller was alive, he'd be like, there was no coincidence of that. Sevon and him were conspiring together to actually do that. And that's why Sevon got $20,000 from ABC to show that. And it just happened to be during sweeps week when the prices of all the footage went up. And it was incredible.
I thought you
those 5 people actually didn't even die. Trump wasn't shot in the ear.
Yeah, as I say, you faked it.
Yeah. Thank you, Andrew.
Hey, did anything happen at that crash? Did you feel anything there? Energy wise or like anything?
No, that was the week. It was the week before that I thought I was going to die. So when I saw that, the only thing that happened there was the only basically the 2 things I remember from there is people wanted to beat the fuck out of me. Some people because I was filming. They thought it was totally inappropriate. But I was the only person who I went over to every fucking dead body and that was mangulated and like assess them. I was filming and I was like, oh shit, is this person still alive? Should I sit with this person and hold their hand? Nope. That person like head was spun around backwards on their head, or one guy had his face completely caved in, or, you know what I mean? I was just looking for someone alive, but while I was filming and people were like, you better stop filming, motherfucker. And like, you fucking asshole. And then of course the guy had jumped out of the car. I was filming the car when it stopped and the guy jumped out and goes, I'm the angel of death. So I filmed that, and half the crowd was trying to beat the guy to fucking death. The other half was trying to break the fight up. It was crazy.
Was it at like a Was it like a party scene that he drove into?
I was
like daytime,
dude,
nighttime?
I could show you on a fucking map.
Do you still have the footage somewhere?
Yeah, I'm sure somewhere. Isla Vista, California. I'll show you exactly where it was.
You can sell that to Faces of Death.
Faces of Death. How do you know Faces of Death?
Dude, I was in high school in 2006. It was whenever like YouTube was like we were starting to watch shit online, and Faces of Death was on YouTube for a while.
Isla Vista Theater. Oh shit, there's a 7-Eleven there now. The fuck has happened to my town? Isla Vista Outfitters. This was a bagel place. And oh, look at Ivy Bagel Bagel
Oh,
Cafe.
still there.
Yeah.
Nice.
And there was a liquor store here too. Let me see if I can zoom in and nope, one of these was a liquor store. What the fuck? I can't believe there's a 7 Amazon hub.
Locker hub.
Jesus Christ, what has happened in this world? I thought we were gonna get a deal from Fox. This was before Girls Gone Wild, and we had a show that I was putting out on public access here, and it was crushing. And this is in like 2002, and I thought we were gonna get a deal with Fox. Fox had contacted us. I'm like, holy fuck, we're gonna take off. Our show is crazy. Oh shit, there's the bagel place. Shit. I used to eat a lot of bagels there. I lived over here when I weighed 135 pounds. Anyway, so back here. So we were in this liquor store, and we went big that night. Me and my buddy, we bought a 12-pack or 2 6-pack of Newcastle, like
Nice.
$8.69 a 6-pack. Expensive, right? The brown ale. And we came out of this cafe here. You can see my little arrow. Not the bagel cafe. Oh, maybe this is the liquor store. One of these is a liquor store. And we came out of here, and we were walking through here, and we were walking down through this park towards the ocean. The ocean's just right over there. And we're walking through this park, and the car came speeding this way down Sábado Tarde from north to south. And the streets were just full. It's Isla Vista. The streets are just full of hundreds of people. There's just people everywhere. And it was the one night I wasn't going to film, but I always carried my camera. And you guys don't understand. You think now that everyone had a camera? No one had a camera but me back then. Nobody. Not one fucking person. I had a big video camera from Circuit City. The big fucking tape.
Circuit City. R.I.P.
Or Good Guys. I can't remember.
Good Guys. Even more so.
And I was right here when it happened, and it all took place right here. Right there.
Damn.
And then I ran from here. After here, I left. I went up here. Haley lived in a little studio back here. I think I fucked her like 3 times that night. Yeah, I think maybe I cried a little. I whimpered a little.
Wow, traumatic.
Yeah.
Not as nearly as good, but I do remember the first time, like, I heard someone die in an accident. Yeah.
Like you heard the car crash, or you heard them?
Yeah, we were at like, what were they? Cracker Barrel. It was late. It was like maybe 8:30 or something. Late at a Cracker Barrel.
Is that an offensive name, Cracker Barrel? Is that like derogatory towards white people? No. Okay.
No. I mean, I guess you could make it that way. But I remember we were like getting ready to walk in. And have you ever like thrown a rock at glass on accidentally thrown and broke glass with a rock or something? And you're like, it sends like shudders down through your spine where you're like,
oh yeah. When you didn't mean to do it. Yeah, I threw a golf ball at my sister once and broke a window in the house. I was like, what the fuck? I threw a golf ball in the house. Anyway, go ahead.
There was a
ball.
car crash.
Yeah, dumb.
There was a car crash over the hill, and that sound did it to like everybody that I was standing around, me as well. And I remember just like innately running over the top of that hill and just seeing a dead body laying on the ground. I knew as soon as it happened, like I felt it. I was like, no one lived. And there was a dead body laying on the ground.
Oh,
Yeah. Weird. I've never felt like the death, but I've twice in my life I've felt the other side of it. Like after somebody died.
oh, look at this. Happy New Year.
In mountain
Okay,
time.
back to Susan's story. You had a friend die in front of you. Had a friend die in front of you.
New Year's Day.
Oh shit! Happy anniversary, or
Every year since.
Unhappy anniversary.
you know.
Yeah, happy anniversary.
I didn't mean that to be awkward, but
Yeah, it was strange. There was like, so when I was super young, my mom and dad had a dog.
Stand by.
What was happening?
We'll get to your story in a second. Hey, coffee.
Coffee. I gotta hear Susan's story, and then I gotta get off.
Can you ever bring me one too? I'm out.
Hello, users clearly.
Shit.
Leave a
Okay.
message.
2
Thanks.
coffees,
You're
please.
cut off.
Okay, go ahead. So where? Oh, so every New Year's Eve.
Yeah, but the first time was like it was a family dog. So my parents had this dog that they got in Hawaii because remember they were like beach bums in Hawaii. And so it was an old dog, but they brought it back to the mainland, and I was born shortly after. So it was around a little bit when I was a younger kid. And I vividly remember waking up, seeing the dog, and petting the dog. Crazy, like it was real, but it wasn't. And then probably 30 minutes before my best friend died, I was leaving, and he was headed back to his house. He had to go to work. And he goes, all right, hey. And I turned, and I was like, yeah. And he goes, I'll hit you up later. And I had this crazy feeling rush over me. I could almost
How old
feel
were
it.
you?
19.
Oh shit.
And then he died shortly after. Yeah. But it was
Like
something
like
that I
minutes?
recalled on.
Like minutes?
Within the hour. Like
That was
less
the
than an hour.
motorcycle? That was the motorcycle?
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know any. I don't think I know anyone who's died on a motorcycle. I know a few people who've lost limbs. You know anyone who's died on a motorcycle, Tyler?
No.
There was 3 of my friends that all got motorcycles at the same time, like roughly within like a month or 2 of each other. And they said that statistically, most riders will either total their bikes or die within the first like year of having their bikes. And all
after that, they're
3
good.
of them, one of them died, and one of them totaled his bike and broke his arm, and the other one totaled his bike and broke both of his arms, like all within like a 12-month period of them getting bikes.
I take that back. I did know 1 or 2 actually. My brother's
Crotch rockets?
Harley, like
Oh, Harley.
ape hanger types. My brother's wife, his mom or her mom, and then her husband, so her stepfather. They were in a biker gang. It's kind of it's not like a real biker gang, but you know what I'm saying? Like they get on bikes and they go on rides.
They had jackets.
Yeah, they had jackets.
They wear leather and shit.
They didn't steal meth.
But I guess they were drinking and they went around a Jeep and there was a truck trying to pull out and he didn't see it and they just fucking flew right in face first into it.
But both of them were on the bike.
Killed them at the same time. And my brother adopted 2 children when he was 22 years old.
Holy shit. How old are those kids now?
One's getting ready to graduate, or one just graduated high school. The other one's like a year out or something like that.
So it's good. It turned out okay.
It's his wife's sisters. Yeah. It was crazy.
Oh my God. Hard enough to adopt kids, let alone adopt kids.
Be a
These
kid.
parents just well, that too, but yeah, good point. Let alone adopt kids and their parents had just died. Holy shit. What do? Just buy them a shitload of ice cream?
It was
Yeah, fuck.
really interesting the way my brother handled it, because I was like, they weren't like they were teenagers or young kids, but like teenagers, and he just kind of kept them the same way, but like he was like he let his sister or his wife handle it because he was like, you're their oldest sister, like you're gonna have to deal with this. He was like, if you need backup, I'll back you up, but besides that, like I have to act like their friend because that's what I am. I can't be their dad. I'm not going to be their dad. They don't need that.
What about this, Tyler? Let me fuck with your brain here. You ready for this? Think of all the people in our group that are married.
All of them?
No, 2 aren't.
Oh.
At least 2. No, 3.
Oh, yeah.
But
Three.
everyone's got a chick
Okay.
that they're fucking
it, yeah,
like
3.
locked in with, right? Does everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a dude. Chick
Or a dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a dude.
Or an
If I have it,
group.
dude, I think that there's every dude's got about 14 other dudes.
Well, one of us has to be gay and just lying, but also, what are the odds that like one of us gets a divorce?
Oh,
13
you get
is
on
kinda
this every now.
small.
What did you say?
I don't know. 13 is kind of a small sample size. If there was like 30, I would say it might be kind of
Dude,
crazy.
I don't know.
6
13
or 7 of us should statistically.
get a divorce.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose it's already
Why
happened.
did we kick out the gay guys?
We
That
don't kick
wasn't the
anybody
reason
out.
why.
We
At
don't
least
kick
we kept
anybody
the-
out.
at
They
lea-
see themselves to the door.
At least we kept the black guy.
Or
There's
we all see ourselves too at the door and then open another door and don't tell them that there's a door.
Ken Walters. I'm gonna see Ken soon. We're gonna see Ken soon.
Oh, are we?
Yeah. I'll
Cool.
tell you about it. 11th grade, I threw a snowball at my buddy looking at this massive picture window. When it hit and crumbled to the ground, I puked instantly. Oh,
Oh shit! You knew you were in trouble right when that thing hit.
Dude, I had a friend. Well, so one of us is gonna get a divorce. We should vote on who it is. Oh
At
god,
least
that's
one.
horrible.
Do
One of
we
us is
get to
gonna have a
pick?
whole life fucked up.
statistically, if you take the group, it's already happened. So I think statistically, it's already ran.
There's only one of us though, right? Who's been divorced.
I think so.
Do I know that story?
Long
could be
before
wrong.
us.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes. That's right.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I guess
We have some
technically,
wisdom in our group.
What
You're already
you're
right.
just waiting for it to run through is what you're. I think you talk about this a lot where you're like when a divorce happens within like a friend group,
Yeah.
like
yeah.
a wave ripples through the remainder of the group.
Yeah.
or
I've
the
not been
opposite could
through
be
that.
true. It
I wanna-
doesn't.
I don't want to jinx John Young, but I'm thinking of a funny hypothetical John Young situation. I heard a story. I heard John Hackelman tell a story that Chuck Liddell came home to his house one day, and his girlfriend, and he walked into the and he came home, and he walked into his bedroom, and his girlfriend was getting railed by some fucking chick, by some
By-
dude, by some
Who
dude.
who told
So
you this?
Hackle. I'm pretty sure Hackelman, Chuck Liddell's coach.
Trainer.
Gotcha. Just trying to get the name straight.
I'm 82% sure this story is real. I heard the story so long ago, but basically Chuck Liddell comes home and his chick's got her fucking ankles pinned to her ears, and there's a dude railing her. And he says, "Have you heard this story? Have I told you this story, Caesar?"
I think so. Yeah.
And he basically says, "Hey, when you're done here, I want breakfast." That's how he
Yeah.
handled it.
You to have the presence of mind in that moment to
Holy
be able to do that so killer.
Dear, sorry, I'm gonna pray. Dear God,
Dear God.
I don't ask a lot from you, but please don't let anyone in my group come home and have their wives' ankles pinned to their ear.
Depending on which variation of the group you're talking about, that has also already happened.
Yeah, I was going to say this has already existed.
Oh my God. Oh yeah. Wow.
So
Wow.
we're
That's
dodging
why I was
bullets
trying to
here,
get
guys.
names straight.
We're dodging bullets here.
Does that mean? Never mind. I can't say that one.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I had a buddy in the 8th grade. He was I fucking love this dude. I couldn't believe this guy. His name was Andy Jones. And he was so fucking cool. I couldn't even believe this guy was letting me be his friend. I just loved him to death. He was so fucking cool. And one day we got into a rock fight, me and him.
Like throwing rocks at each other?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm a big believer in just like, hey, we just have to leave even. You throw first, I throw last. No? No?
Yeah, sure.
No? Tell me.
I
Tell
mean,
me.
yeah, I guess.
I wanna
don't
be-
know. I don't know.
I would go into it with that assumption that we should be fair, but knowing that son of a bitch is not going to play fair.
Yeah, that's what I always think.
And so we're at a standoff and we're even. He threw first, I threw last, we're even. And we're standing there
So
with
you
rock.
drop the rock.
And he's like, and I have chased him up against a fence. And he's like threatening to throw at me. I'm like, hey dude, if you throw at me, I'm gonna throw at you. We're cool now. But you want to go
We
one
could
more?
be cool.
We go one more. We can. And I got a big fucked up looking rock, like the opposite of a skipping rock. I got like this triangle fucking big rock that's like big in my fucking hand. Like just, you know when the rock's too big?
Mhm.
Just smaller than that. Just smaller than that. It's gonna go, and you guys know, like I there's no shortage of me telling you what a great shot I am.
We've seen the proof. We got the receipt.
Yeah, like let me tell you something. Like you don't want to be in the fucking any kind of like any.
Nah, you're gonna
No.
wish you weren't a Home Depot
You
bucket.
don't want
I'll
to
tell you that.
Right, within
Yeah,
60
you don't
tell
want
you
to
that.
fuck with
You're
me.
dead.
And this fucking guy throws a rock at me. And when he throws it at me, of course, my cat-like reflexes, I'm like, and then he
Leave.
turns his back to me,
Yeah.
but he's up against a fence. And I fucking just Yokonami, Sakanami, that Dodgers Japanese guy fucking got my arm in some position that no human being get their arm in. I throw a 107
Whipped
mile
it.
an hour fastball at him and it hits him in the butt.
Good fair shot.
And I fucking ran for like 15 minutes in the opposite direction.
Oh, he raged out or what?
Oh, he raged. That was the end of our friendship.
That was it.
That was it.
So what'd you learn in that? Just don't throw the last rock.
God, I don't know. Like, I was so bummed. I think we got called to the off. I think it got back to like to the principal or something.
Really?
And that was it. That was the end of our friendship. I was so bummed. I was so it's like I've had very few failed friendships in my life.
You never went back and said anything?
It's in the 8th grade. I guess I wasn't emotionally. I don't know. I wanted to still be his friend. I was pretty happy with the outcome. Yeah.
All right. I think I'm gonna hop. But before I do, thanks for the past year.
Thank
I don't
you.
want to get all sentimental, but
Thank you, dude. Thanks
This
for
year
coming
was
on tonight.
crazy.
You're the man.
When Spin put up like the summary of everything we did this year, there's like that was just on the Spin side,
Right.
like not including everything that we've done. And so the group's been huge. It continues to make me work harder than I've ever worked before in my life.
Yeah. What a great group of hardworking people. Yeah. Thanks for everything you've contributed. It's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Yeah.
letting me contribute. That's how
Dude,
So
we
I
need you.
wanted-
You're the guitar. Everyone's their own instrument. And like one person goes missing and it's a fucking mess. Yeah, we're
Yeah,
a band. Yeah.
for real. But anyway, thanks guys. Happy
Right.
New Year.
Thanks,
Cheers.
dude.
See you.
Later, bro. Like the chat was getting uncomfortable with it. Sentimental.
I went to Etsy.
Oh, wow. What are you doing on Etsy?
Yeah, you know Etsy?
Yeah, the site.
Yeah, and I typed in Slingshots.
Mm.
And the boys wanted slingshots. So I ordered them these slingshots, and the slingshots, each slingshots comes with this plastic bag full of felt balls.
Okay.
And they're big. They're like the size of a quarter. And they're felt, they're soft, but they're hard. And I give the boys their slingshots and they're trying, and they're jackasses, right? The rubber band has to pull through a certain way. You got to let go of the rubber, but you have to hold it like this. You know what I mean? Like you squeeze that leather pouch that grabs the ball and then you pull it back and then you have to aim it through the goalpost, right? So if it's at an angle, it hits the goalpost. If you're not squeezing that thing, they think they should be holding the ball. You don't hold the ball, you hold the leather. They're just goofballs, right? So I'm showing two of my boys. They're like, hey, can you show us how to do it? I'm like, sure. And Ari's in the kitchen doing his schoolwork. Hi, honey. Hello? Wife? Hello? No, could you bring me another coffee? Yeah. Yeah, hope you're staying up late. Okay, bye. Do we have guests still at the house? Are the boys asleep? Damn, okay, put them to sleep before I'm done.
That McKellen's kicking in.
Okay. So Ari's in the kitchen. You know, my kitchen's like in that next, and I'm in the jiu-jitsu room, and I fucking pull it back, fucking point that thing at him, and the ball fucking hits him right in the fucking forehead.
Did it get him good? Did he freak out, or was he cool
Oh,
with it?
he was freaking out. I got in so much trouble. My other two sons hated me for it. My wife hated me for it. Ari hated me for it. I was in the doghouse. Like, for 10 minutes, everyone hated me. I heard Ari yell, "You're a horrible father."
Oh, that's hilarious. My dad used to shoot at my friends and I with like the airsoft guns right when they first came out.
Oh, that's awesome.
So like we always hung out in the garage of my house. That was like the the central hub for all the friends.
Did you
And
have a
so
couch or a pool table or anything, or no?
Yeah, we had 2
Fridge?
couches.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's like we have a 2-car garage, and then there's a 1-car garage that has a little twist and pull that had its own lock to it too.
Nice.
And so on the twist and pull side, my dad has like a workbench over there, and then we set up couches. So that little hallway ran like this to the refrigerator, and it's still somewhat like that now. But and so yeah, we had a bunch of couches in there, just ones we just went and took from around that were free. We would just like go find them on the streets and bring them in there and shit like that. And so so we were always hanging out in there, but you would have to go in through the living room to use the bathroom, right? Like sometimes we just pee out in the side yard a little bit, but like sometimes people come in if it's still. And my dad would always just sit there in the recliner and he would be watching some old like Western or like something, and he would be like, "Hey," and someone would come in and be like, "What?" He would just shoot him with the freaking airsoft gun. They'd be like, "Oh shit." And he'd be like, "Yeah, that's for everybody else too. Tell you guys, keep it down there, man. That mom's sleeping upstairs." And it was just like he just ruled with the airsoft gun. Yeah, it was hilarious.
Hey, did you know where he kept it?
Yeah, I just kept it in the recliner.
Oh, did you ever shoot it?
No, I mean, we were like 16. And so we had a whole collection of them. In fact, I shot my friend in the eye pretty good. We weren't wearing any eye protection and had to take him to the emergency room.
Is his eye okay?
It turned out to be okay. It wasn't for a while. It bruised his retina pretty good. Because all I learned when you played guns, like whether it was like paintball or airsoft, is just like 3, 2, 1, go. If you're the one standing to where everybody ducks and you just stay standing, and every time they stand up, you just fire a shot or two and keep moving toward them.
Yeah.
Most people just hide. And the next thing you know, you're right up on them. And so I would just start firing shots. And it was crazy to think too, because we're ducking behind parked cars and I'm just shooting airsoft guns at the cars and shit, dude.
What is it? What comes out of it?
Just the little plastic pellet, little plastic BB.
They're yellow?
Yeah. See, none of this shit was around when we got them. This was like 2003.
Look at this fucking thing.
Yeah, they're ridiculous now. They have like little grenades and shit too, dude. People get super into this shit.
This thing's $1,000.
Yeah.
I want to see the bullets. Shut the fuck up. Let's see it.
Being a deputy now, this stuff is so insane. Yeah, dude, I can imagine like all the guns they're made to be like replicas of real guns. The ones that we had like that big ass orange tip on it, and like half the time it didn't really shoot.
Did this guy say it shoots fucking 340 airsoft pieces a minute? Oh, there's the pellets. That's what I wanted to see.
Wait, we can't see them on our end.
Oh shit. Oh, sorry.
That's right.
I'm sitting over here just playing it. Those are the pellets.
Oh yeah.
So those sting like
the
a
maximum
motherfucker.
range for the M1919
Holy
at 340
shit.
FPS using 0.2 grams is 60 meters. It was rather windy, so you'll see these disperse after 50 meters.
Wow. You see those flying
so
out?
Definitely be
Yeah.
a large group, and you'll most definitely feel it.
All right.
You'll most definitely feel it.
Thank you. Say that again, babe. I think so. I don't know if waiting is the right word. I'm being very proactive. Oh yeah, going for midnight.
Not only Sid from Toy Story, but I'm wearing the
I love you.
like
Thank
almost
you.
the same shirt too. That's kind of funny.
The bullets. Who is?
I am. Chad was like, Susan's reminding me of Sid from Toy Story. It's cracking me up because like I think he wears like a little black and skull and crossbones T-shirt. It looks almost like the same shirt I have on right now.
Oh, you have a rhino on.
I do, yeah.
That's why you were seeing rhinos on.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's why I said it was like recent. It was biased. Oh yeah, look at this. It's funny.
And that's why I saw a girl with her ankles pinned to her ears.
There we go. See, we go. Sid.
Oh shit. Oh shit. That's you if you had Down syndrome. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
The inverted face. God, I got so much shit. Let me see what this is. Oh, let's watch this. Oh, this should be good. I saw Whitney Cummings today advertising. Do you know who Whitney Cummings is?
Yeah. Medium
She's-
chick.
Yeah, she's funny as shit.
2024 election fried our brains. The Democrats couldn't hold a primary because they were too busy holding a body upright. Are we still rolling? Am I off?
Go for it.
It was amazing that the pro-choice party didn't give their voters one when it came to the presidential candidate. Kamala was forced on us so hard you'd think she was patented by Pfizer or Moderna, whichever one's. Oh God. Andy just gave me a very scary look.
No!
I love going around the country because you see that Americans really are more reasonable than they would be
Well, that's
portrayed. They're
Absolutely.
pretty great. And I'm
100%
playing bigger and bigger venues now. I thought being a mom would mean that less people will want to come see me. I'm now playing, like 3,000 seat theater,
awesome.
which is about the viewership of CNN these days.
Well,
Not
nice.
this show, though.
Nice.
All eyes are
Wow.
on this show.
Wow, you're all
You know,
firing today.
Andy and I had a tour. We did like
I
3,000 people.
remember.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that
That's
who's
amazing.
the guy? That's Anderson Cooper, right?
Yeah.
And is that Anderson Cooper's boyfriend?
No, it's like Andy. I forget his last name. Embarrassing that I know this, but he does all like the fucking screaming ladies shows.
Is he gay?
Oh yeah, they both are.
Yeah, I knew Cooper was. What's funny is
That's his side dude.
Whitney Cummings is
Oh, Cohen. Yeah, Andy Cohen. Thank you. Wanna love.
this is her. Look at this. What do you see?
You know what I see. A shiny
Is
forehead.
she on her knees?
Tonight's the night, CNN New Year's Eve live. I'm going to be roasting the year 2024, and I'm already starting to worry that they're going to cut the feed halfway through.
Like, listen, you're on your fucking knees looking up to a fucking camera with your fucking melons out.
Is she on her knees or is she sitting on a bench?
Hey, look at her. Because of the angle she's at, her head is twice the size of her fucking torso. You know what I mean?
Totally. Yeah, that
perspective.
angle is weird.
And
as
so, like,
shit.
I don't care if she's on a bench or she's standing or what. To me, she's on her fucking knees looking up. And I've seen this angle. It's called POV.
Yeah.
One of my favorite series is shot from this angle.
They've been cool so far, but we will see. Just know that I'm supposed to do 8 to 10 minutes. So if they, if my set is less than 5, just know that I have been cut. I did delete the sign.
It's fucking ridiculous.
It seems like she's almost playing it up right there. And something tells me they're not gonna cut her ever. You know what I mean?
No.
They brought her because she knew she was gonna be edgy, but she's still a woman, so they get the pass.
I saw her. Yes,
It's not like they got Shane Gillis up there saying that.
I saw her stand up on OnlyFans. It's I guess OnlyFans does comedy shows now.
OnlyFans?
Yeah, OnlyFans. Look at,
Oh,
let me see if I can Google it. It is so fucking funny. Whitney Cummings OnlyFans comedy.
that's funny.
Yeah.
I think that was like the original intent of that website, wasn't it? The developers like wanted it to be like
Oh, really? A place for comedians?
not comedians, but like what's that other thing that they do where you could pay people and they'd be like, "Hi, Sevon, your friend Matt paid me to wish you a happy birthday," and it's like Danny Glover or some washed up actor.
Oh, Cameo.
Yeah, I think it was supposed to be like something like that, and then
Whitney
it just
Cummings
got
to release her first stand-up comedy special for OnlyFans. Yeah. Oh, maybe here it is.
cameos. Yeah, cameos.
Oh no. Anyway, it was funny as shit. She is funny. OnlyFans oh, maybe here it is. Jesus criminy, are you gonna send me? You just keep sending me. You just keep sending me to your own website.
It just keeps rerouting you back.
Yeah, you're not taking me to OnlyFans. Who makes like 45? My brother does cameos for his fans on Instagram.
Oh,
Makes $45 per cameo.
that's cool. Who's it? Do you know his brother? Do we know Darren?
No, I don't know who it is.
Good for
But
your
the
brother.
the lighting and that pose accentuates his buttocks.
Yeah, and his lats.
Happy New Year, Mister. This is the noodles guy from this morning, right?
Is it? I don't know what's up with that noodles thing.
I think this is him. This is the
Okay.
guy that streams from his car.
Oh,
This guy's a genius. This guy fucking goes live on YouTube at night, sleeps in his car, but lets his YouTube keep streaming. So if anyone were to attack him or rob him or anything, the world's watching.
this is real. You're not making this up. This guy does
No,
it?
no,
No
yeah, this guy does
shit.
it. Yeah, yeah. This Caleb pulled up a couple streams today that were like fucking 12 hours long or whatever.
And is there hella views on him?
Yeah, one of them had 56,000 views.
Man, there was a guy that I mean, this was years ago, but would just do like study marathons where the camera would just stream while he literally just like studied from like this kind of abstract angle, like where you could still see him and everything, but it was just
Yeah.
like you couldn't see his shit. Dude, it had hundreds of thousands of views.
Like you could be studying with him.
That's literally what it's called. Study with me.
Hmm.
He had like 900,000 followers, subscribers.
Let's try that.
Maybe I should just do that.
Study-
Reply to emails and do Zoom meetings with Matt.
Study with me. Holy shit, dude.
Let me see if it's the same guy.
42 million subscribers.
Is it the same guy? Is it the dude with like the his room's like in the corner? He's got like a cat and like the headphones. They may even made like lo-fi study music off of his silhouette.
Study with me. I don't know.
Wait. Where are you seeing it? I don't see this.
This is it. I put study.
No, this is like that's like music and stuff playing live. This was
Oh,
an
it
actual
is? I
yeah.
typed in study with me. Hold on. It showed some
Yeah.
girl studying.
But because when they do this, they have like study music and different stuff like that.
How look, this thing has
I really like to draw everything I see on TV. Goku going Super Saiyan. This is myself and this guy. Let me try to fit in, not really nerd out.
that has 1.8 million views. God, YouTube's a trip, isn't it? There's so many fucking giant channels out there I've never even fucking heard of. This channel has 42 million subscribers and only 866 videos.
Crazy. Okay, I forget this kid's name. This is like a while ago.
Oh shit, look at this. Oh, is this? Oh, this is an Instagram account. Look at this fucking Instagram account. Oh, this is YouTube's Instagram account. I didn't even know YouTube had an Instagram account. Did you?
No.
31 million subscribers on YouTube's Instagram account.
Mm.
Look at and everything's woke as fuck. Already, I can already tell.
Yeah.
Girl, black girl, tranny girl, black chick with nose ring, tranny, black girl, blacks, Mexican tranny, gay. Tell me when you see a white guy. Gay, super gay, gay, black guy.
Damn.
Gay. Jesus Christ, super gay, cum guzzler. Gay. What the fuck is going? Oh shit! Jason Kelsey, drug pusher, gay. This is unreal, right? This is YouTube. Yeah, this is it. This is. No wonder we don't have we only have 30,000 subscribers.
Hey, you want to hear something
I'm gonna have
crazier?
to suck a dick, dude. I'm gonna have to suck a dick.
You want to hear something crazier than that?
Yeah, this
Take
is
a guess.
nuts.
Take a guess.
Even their straight
on-
guy is gay.
No, he's Metro.
This is unreal. You have to be gay, a girl, or black. Oh, whore.
Or
Thank you.
trans.
There we
No,
go.
that's a
Oh,
dude.
trans?
That's a dude.
Jesus fucking Christ almighty.
I don't know if that's a dude or not. I just figured.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
It fit our narrative.
Oh. Black femme, still feminine. Jesus Christ. Go ahead. What were you gonna say? This is unreal, dude. There's no one I identify with on here, Souza.
Oh man, it's tough when you go to places and don't see people like you.
YouTube is not a place. I don't feel safe on YouTube. This is truly unreal. Here's the guy with a vest on. What the fuck is this? Gay. Okay, go ahead. What were you gonna say? Gay.
Yeah, so guess from October till now. So
are black? Sorry, one more thing. Is YouTube? Do only black people use YouTube?
no, dude. It's just they just want to push a narrative. That's all that is.
Because you think it's only gay people or black people. Maybe I'm gay. I don't know. Okay, sorry. Go
Dude,
ahead.
it's all the same models and actors from the Apple website. and shit.
Yes.
Like, come on.
Utard needs a competitor. I know. And Rumble's so bad.
Yeah, well, here's
disgusting.
And here's the reason why they will never have a competitor. Okay, October, November, December, 3 months. How much did YouTube, the company, make in ad revenue?
Of the final quarter this year?
Yep.
Let me make a quick Google.
Don't Google it. Just guess. Just guess. Just guess.
1 billion.
8.92 billion.
And that's just free money leveraging their platform. Oh my God. The profit margins on that must be insane.
Yeah, because they're not even creating the content. We are.
Darren is oh, that's a good point. And we make all the shit. Darren lives 10 minutes from you.
But sadly doesn't come to my gym.
Yeah.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
I think that's a big thing now. People call it bodybuilding and target it as a strategy for people with ADHD. Oh, Prozac?
Oh, that one was behind.
Okay, one of you guys gonna have to be gay. I know. I'm seeing the writing on the wall. I'm the black.
Yeah.
I'm the black guy.
Damn it. It doesn't leave many options for me.
That's so depressing that that's their Instagram.
I thought you were going to say that Darren doesn't come to my gym. I was going to say I was just giving him shit, but he could come say hi anytime.
That is so depressing that that's their Instagram.
Is it? Are you really that surprised, though?
No, but I'm not that surprised. But look let me just show you this. Let me just show you this.
Me. Hold on.
Okay, I'll hold on.
Hey, you're live on air.
This is the worst.
It's okay. I turned your mute. I muted you now.
Okay, if you're
No,
happy to hear it, but
no, she's not muted.
Oh, never mind. I unmuted you.
so fun for me. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Okay.
It's 25 minutes. She wants to know if she can make out with someone. Oh, Susan muted himself, I think.
Can now project the winner of the presidential race. Donald Trump wins the presidency. What started off as unlikely, impossible, is now reality.
I will fight for you with every breath in my body, and I will never, ever let you down.
We have a president who actually fulfilled the promises he made during the campaign, securing the border to foreign policy.
He now has a record as president that's pretty damn impressive. Breaking news out of Palm
The
Beach,
FBI
Florida.
has executed an unprecedented search warrant at President Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate. The former president has both sides of the political aisle up
Is
in
a
arms.
dangerous and unstable moment in American history.
The Justice Department has just indicted former President Donald Trump.
For 7 years, they hated him, they targeted him, they hunted him.
This is the epitome of the abuse of the prosecutorial power to preempt political decisions.
I never thought anything like this could happen in America. The only crime that I have committed is to fearlessly defend our nation from those who seek to destroy it. The more that a broken system tells you that you're wrong, the more certain you should be that you must keep pushing ahead. They want to take away my freedom because I will never let them take away your freedom. They want to silence me because I will never let them silence you. They're not coming after me, they're coming after you, and I just happen to be standing in their way, and I will never be moving. On November 5th, 2024, justice will be done. We will take back our country, and we will make America great again. America will always rise to every challenge and overcome every danger.
Donald Trump seems to always get stronger when challenged. These types of things, I think, give him strength.
When I'm reelected, I will totally obliterate the deep state. As long as we have pride in our beliefs, courage in our convictions, and faith in our God, then we will not fail.
Trump has left the building. We can now project the winner of the presidential race. Donald Trump wins the presidency.
So good.
Is that from his like doc thing?
I don't know. This is just on his Instagram, and this is so different than fucking YouTube, dude. It's not fucking like this is so different than YouTube.
That's Xavier's. Oh, it's the Xavier's comment.
Hey, so I'm watching that guy cancel Ian I'm watching the guy cancel Ian guy's Instagram the other day, and he's talking about how the CIA and the whatever the 3-letter agencies, how there's this whole plan to just program us and program us and program us.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, that's such a weak take without saying that we're made to be programmed. We're made to be programmed. We've always been made to be programmed. It's one of the fucking genius parts of our fucking survival. We see patterns, we recognize them, we repeat patterns, we find patterns that make us most successful at what we do, and we fall asleep at the wheel once we get plugged into a successful program.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't be like saying that the CIA is programming us like it's something bad. We're made to be programmed. And the thing is like you can say that, you have to be like, hey, you can choose. They're not doing anything that the Pope and Jesus and the CIA and Satan are all doing the same thing to you. They're trying to fucking program you, and you're trying to program other people around you. And so when you say the CIA is programming you, it's like saying, well, God did it. It's like you're not saying anything, because we already know that. But he says it that these conspiracy theorists and these people on the web say it like it's something bad. But like, hey, dude, you have to look at the other side. That's what we're made here to do.
Mm-hmm.
We've been brought here to program ourselves, to get programmed and to program other people for a successful mission to wherever the fuck we're going. We're programmed to the bone. Yeah. And so it frustrates me because, like, you're not saying anything. You were programmed by your TV. You were programmed by the like, I get it. But then remind the people also, like, yo, motherfucker, you're made to be programmed. Do you want the CIA programming you?
Right. Because at some point, the programming becomes your responsibility.
Yes.
Right.
It's like, find someone else to program you then. It's like it's like our buddies. Like, we've been celebrating, like, holy shit, how cool is it that none of our friends fucking cheat on their wives, so we don't have that, like, coming into our fucking program.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you have the ability to recognize you're being programmed, then you probably have the ability to recognize that you could program yourself.
You can program yourself, you can program others, but yeah, don't think of it as like some sort of like bad thing. Think it as a great thing, but the way these guys always state it is like it's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a fucking something to celebrate. That celebrate that you're aware of the process of what's going on. But they say, like, the CIA is conspiring to program you. It's like, no, everything's conspiring to program you.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like
Everything.
that take on the neutralizing success language from the Stoves book, like how you could package things in a certain way like that. That makes it seems like different than it is. Like how you just said, like, oh, the CIA is like programming us, and it's like, well, everything's programming us.
Yeah.
So to say the CIA is kind of like, it's a weird way to like package that. Like, are you trying to make it like fearful? Like, what is the framing behind that? What's your intention?
Everything happens for a reason. Okay, thanks. You know that one? When people say that, you're like, yeah, thanks, dude. It's like somehow it makes you feel good, but it's like, everything? Yeah. Okay, well then.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
my favorite is
okay, thanks.
Or even the people that are convinced of the meaning of life, kind of like the atheists that go around and try to convince everybody that their religion is a made up story that they need to refute.
Yes.
But then like you ask them, like, okay, like very few just would say like nothing. I'm like indifferent to the start of life and it's not of my concern. And that it is what it is, right? So you're like, oh, okay. But then the other ones will try to convince you of like the Big Bang Theory, but both of them still have the same question of like, well, why? Why did the Big Bang Theory thing? Why did God create? You know what I mean? Like nobody could answer the origin question.
Well,
so therefore, it doesn't matter what authority you stand on when you give your position. At the end of the day, it's all of us just still feeling around in the dark.
Well, and they're all just stories.
And they're all stories.
Your story, like you're just telling yourself a story that guy's story is not true. Now you don't even have your own fucking story. Your story,
right?
No such thing as God and Jesus, and that's your story,
right? So some people would say, oh no, there's no way that Jesus could be a real person and come down, die for our sins, and then is resurrected. And you're like, okay, well then I'm just gonna believe that nothing, like from nothing came everything.
Or I'm just gonna spin any story to fucking make me feel happy. You're no different than they are,
right? That's the way that I view it. And then once you actually realize that on a micro level, you could craft your own story, your own narrative.
Yes.
And when I did that,
and get people to drink Kool-Aid and kill themselves in Africa.
No, sometimes people need a leader,
You could teach.
But that
you could teach people CrossFit.
That was the first part of that business planning workshop I did.
I've never seen that emoji. Which was what?
That is
the one you
David Weed.
Oh, the one I know something's off with him today. Something's weird. It's like his shit's been hacked. The one that you taught.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like I guess you could say I taught it. I don't really like to say that I taught it because like it just was stuff that I've like collected over the the last like 7 years really that has kind of like worked for me, and I enjoy doing it around November, December time, which is kind of like looking back on certain metrics or data points. And I think it's important to kind of like take a minute to reflect and then decide, like, okay, here's where we kind of went. Here's the path that was taken from last year. Was I close to some of the things that I thought would happen or I wanted to? How did things change? Why did they change? I like to go through some of that and then kind of decide like, okay, like if here's where I am and here's where I want to be, like what type of person do I have to become to achieve that? Because a lot of times people are too focused on like some sort of outcome, right? Like, I want to make $1 million. And it's like, okay, cool. Like that's a great outcome. But like the majority of your time needs to be focused on two things. Number one, like what is the actual person you need to become to achieve that? And what I mean by that is you're probably lacking skill sets. You're probably ignorant of certain information. There's certain things that there's gaps that need to be filled. And then that's basically like the input portion of it. So rather than focusing on the $1 million, then you go back and you say, okay, if I need to do these to become this person to make this money, then that's actually what the goal is. The day-to-day goal is like focusing on those inputs that allow you to get closer.
This is off subject a little bit, but do you think it's easier to have the inputs or the goals or the changes or the habits to become rich or to get the body you want?
I think they're so intertwined that I was like, man, I wonder if there's like some sort of combination where it's like you're like, hey, come in and like reframe your life, like get on some sort of accountability plan with your diet and your exercise, and then at the same time, let's take a look at your finances, because there's so much parallel to them, right?
I hear that, but it isn't the body you want is like a science, right? It's kind of like a sure thing.
So is the math on the financial freedom you want.
Okay, that's what I wanted to hear.
Yeah, I mean, we could calculate out your program down to the measurement of your diet, and we could calculate out your spending down to the penny. Right? And so both of them are just, and that was the other portion inside this the goal thing that I had, which I have this wheel here. Can I show it real quick? I think that people might think the graphics cool.
Hey, this is a great line right here. A life has no meaning, just bend over and enjoy it. That would be a great religion for a cult leader.
You could definitely throw that on a bumper sticker.
Yeah, that's a great.
So this is kind of what we talked about, and I'm not going to go through this whole thing and bore these people or you with it. But
no, I'm good. I'm good.
So this was this is kind of like the system that I like to use, right? So it's like think like just what we talked about, like who do you want to become, what do you want to accomplish, and most importantly, like why. And then number two is order. Like the sequencing, in my opinion, is just as important, if not more important than the goals and the inputs. Like if you don't have your sequencing somewhat figured out, then you're going to be shit up a creek. And then analyze.
Give me an example of sequencing, like bad sequencing.
Yeah, I mean, for the simplest example, rather than playing the game of courting the woman, you pull out the condom as you're trying to get into the bed. Like the sequencing was off there.
Wait, I was just emptying my. Okay, fine, I'll take one for this.
You know what I'm saying? You keep that bad boy in the pocket till it gets a little hot and heavy, and she goes, "Wait, stop. Do you have protection?" You're like, "I think so."
Oh yes, okay.
Now your sequencing is way more on, right? You go for a little gentle.
It was hard for me to take that feedback, but I'll take it. Thank you.
All right. So then this I thought was clever. I'm just sharing it because I thought it was clever. So I call it the 5 buckets of life. And I think that each one of these need to have some sort of goal attached to it for you, right? Some sort of output you need to achieve. Business, personal development, health, family, financial. But this was the thing that I really wanted to show, which is like if the goal is in the middle, right? All these things surrounding it are more important than the goal itself. So the timeline, like when is it going to happen?
And this has the sequencing part in it too.
This is the sequencing part. So it's like the timeline, like when is it going to happen? How do you draw that out? What are the habits that you need to most likely quit is really what happens, or add the math and the money. That's what I was just telling you about. A lot of things could break down to some sort of simple equation to some degree, right? Like I was talking with my sister-in-law and she's like, oh my gosh, I have to work all these extra hours because we can't afford, childcare on some of these days. And I'm like, well, have you done the math? Does it make more sense for you just to quit your job?
Like even if you don't do the skills, the need, the why, the how, and the who, if you can't answer those, as long as you have money coming in, you can still be making a path towards your goal.
Yeah. And then you got the who, the why, the how, and the skill needed. And so anyways, that's just
is that what you should do first? Go back to that. You did it in reverse, right? You should start on the outside wheel.
No, this is just everything that encompasses in any one goal. So if you were to
thought maybe that there was an order you should do them too, the sequencing. Like you should start on the outside wheel, and then move to the inside wheel.
Oh no. That's just kind of the graphic that I had. But each goal would pertain to its own
take that as feedback then.
Thank you. Yeah, that is good feedback. And I could sequence these out. But like if you were to tell me like, hey, the goal for the podcast is, we want to make $80,000 a month in recurring revenue. So I'd say like, okay, cool. That's a great North Star. Now let's focus on everything around this wheel and start answering some of those questions as to like how we're actually going to achieve that. And so, anyways,
What is that? Is a trip, right? Because part of you wants to grow things, but part of you just wants to do what you want to do.
What do you mean?
Like, if you have goals, they could collide with let's say,
Like if you're too stringent on it, you might miss other opportunities that come up.
I can't think of a good example right now. Basically not sell your soul. Not let's say you want to grow something, right? And let's say, like, we saw people do this. Like, they'll go wherever they think the growth is. It doesn't matter. Do you know what I mean? Like you, let's say you want to, okay, I have a perfect example. Let's say you want to do a sports podcast. And so you know that you love baseball, but you know football and basketball there's more opportunity for a podcast there, so you chase those.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
And that's a pretty benign one.
Right.
As opposed to just people who are just selling out left, right, and fucking center around us, which we see happening all fucking around us.
Yep.
As long as they have their subscribers agreeing with them and whatever, like they're good.
All short-term decision making.
Yeah.
That's all that is. And so for me, I don't think they flushed out two things.
But that could take you away from your goal. If your goal is to put on a shitload of subscribers and just make money, then you just keep your mouth shut about stuff that matters to you, the things that like you feel a moral obligation to.
And I would agree with that. But like, if you and I were sitting down, if you were like, hey, I want 30 minutes of your time to go over my goals, I would never let you off the hook with a follower number as a goal. I would start. I want to, like, I get weird, and I did it in this workshop. Like, and this might be extreme, and maybe because I've done this for multiple years, I start with, like, you got to start with the end, man.
Why do you think people celebrate their Instagram followers? Like, they do a thank you post for 10,000 followers. Why do you think people do that?
I don't know, because other people have done it, and then it's almost like okay, this might be a good analogy, right? Like, you got the guy that's gonna like lift a bunch of weight in the CrossFit class. It's the heavy day, and like he's gonna go for the big back squat.
Yeah.
Like, he could just walk the bar out, he could hit the lift and put it back. Or I could wait till the very end after everybody already else is lifted. I could grab the bar, I could kind of stomp my feet, I could get all like get underneath it, walk it out. So everybody's looking when I hit that squat. That to me is the equivalent of my fucking balloons and cake for my 10,000 followers. Like, you just need everybody to know. You're like, you're peacocking it. You're celebrating in the end zone.
But, okay.
I don't agree with it. I don't think there's anything behind it.
Yeah, but you made me more okay with it. I was really hating it. I think I'm okay with peacocking. I think it's okay to show your successes out there. Like, I'm not going to hate on that at all. You know what I mean? You got a really hot girlfriend. You want to post a picture of her on Instagram. I get it. You get a good lift. And I want to see those things too. I like seeing your hot girlfriend, and I like your 315-pound hand clean. I fucking I love it. I love celebrating it. Yeah, that's cool.
I think
that's
maybe,
cool. You made me feel better about it.
And not to put words in your mouth about it, but I think where my thought goes to isn't just the vanity of like celebrating it, letting everybody else know. Because ultimately you're like, okay, cool. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that if you think there's something more than that, there becomes a problem. Like, if you think that the 10,000 followers you've arrived, or the 100,000, or the million, or whatever it is, like, if your planning has only amounted to this season's CrossFit Games, like, your sequencing is off, in my opinion.
As an athlete, or as media,
as
or
a human being,
yeah,
because you got to. For me, I got to stretch it far. So ultimately, and like I said, I've been doing this for a lot of years, but like, I go to the end. Like, hey, when it's said and done, what do you really want to have happen? And for me, I think it's just to have a shitload of people show up at my funeral. And
that's what you want?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, if you're,
to make who happy?
to make the people that have been impacted so much by different things that I've done in life that when they found out, they stopped and decided to go.
When they found out.
Think about it. So if you're like,
But you
if
don't
you
really
have
care
somebody,
if there's people at your funeral for you. You just think that that's the ultimate metric that you did a good job.
correct. If you could think of somebody in your life, maybe you haven't talked to them in like 10 years, and then you hear they passed. It doesn't need to be a tragedy, an old age, whatever the case, right? And you were like, damn, so-and-so, wow, I haven't, talked to him in so many years. And I'm kind of reflecting, and then you start, you do what you don't normally do. You can tell it to your kid and be like, Avi, let me tell you about this guy, man. This was a good friend of mine. And he just, blah, blah, blah. And you start telling the stories of like the contributions that were made to your life. Like if that level was so high that you felt compelled to go, to travel to that funeral.
Yeah.
Like that's ultimately a success. Because really at the end of the day, like outside of that, what else is there?
Yeah, maybe I'm reading too much into it, but I was thinking the only reason why I'd go to a funeral, I think I've only been to like 3 funerals. I went to one with my dad to be there with my dad. I went to my grandfather's funeral, and then I went to another funeral that was Haley's grandmother, and I went there for Haley. But God forbid, let's say you died, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would go to your funeral, but not for you.
Right.
I would, and not for me either.
Yep. But for
I would
everybody
go
else.
to, yeah, I'd
like
go there
my
to tell you.
parents.
Yes, I'd go there to tell your parents how much I fucking loved you to death, and I'd fucking hug your wife, and I'd fucking like give your kids my phone number. You know what I mean? And be like, hey, call me anytime, and like, you know what I mean? Like, I would not, but the other, I wouldn't go.
It's a great long-term goal, isn't it?
Yeah, I wouldn't go. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I wouldn't go for. I wouldn't feel any obligation to go to respect you.
Right. You could do that in your own private time. I agree with that.
Yeah. I would go because I would go because I would want someone to do that, like for people who like me to do that for my family.
Bingo.
Yeah. That's what I would do.
Right. And then a layer in from that is to contribute enough and to build enough a foundation that to some means your family is taken care of. Right. So like if those two things, so if you're like, if that's it, like now you could really sequence shit out and decide what's important, what's not. And we and you have had conversations where you're like, I'm fucking riled up about X, Y, Z. And I'm like, yep. And I've done it to you. And then we both sat there and been like, okay, cool. So now that's passed, like, is it really worth anymore? And we both been like, no, it's not. Like, is this really pertaining to the long-term goal? Is this worth the squeeze here? And 9 times out of 10, we're like, it's not. Right. And so I feel that if you're always in that short-term decision-making, lane, whatever you want to call it, it's hard to see past that. So all your decisions are governed in that kind of reactive way. And it's hard to be proactive out in front of it.
Hey, there's a paradox there a little bit too, because so you look at YouTubers in our space who played it really safe. And that's almost like the long-term goal. Like that's their vision of understanding the long-term goal.
Mm-hmm.
Where we've never played it safe.
No. No need to.
Yeah, it's a fucking trip.
Mm-hmm. So I like putting that stuff down in the thought because I really think like, you become mostly what you think about all the time. And so if I'm thinking about and running through all those things, it's like not only a good reminder, but it helps kind of continue to create the path forward. I mean, dude, I wrote this thing down in 2017 that said I would be doing something with contributing to a large portion of CrossFit and like all this other stuff. No way you could have predicted that last Friday I sat and was at Greg's seminar thing.
Right. And then all the other meetings that you've been in that you can't even talk about.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's fucking cool. That's crazy.
Yeah. And the biggest break in the dam, Happy New Year.
Oh, it's close, right? Oh, shit.
It's there. Here we are.
Wow.
It's the 7 Podcast Show. Shut up and scream. It's the 7 Podcast Show. Shut up and scream.
Hey, God. god, it's crazy. The channel is like we have 2 shows on the fucking channel. We have 2 shows on the channel every day now. On average, we do. There's 14 shows a week on average. Is that crazy? Between Taylor and JR,
mine,
me, you,
yours, yep,
and Jenny now.
Oh yeah,
Jenny's crushing. Jenny's crushing. Okay, sorry. What were you gonna say? The break in the dam was what?
She's great. The break in the dam that I always go back to, which I know I've told you the story, and then I think you even heard my mom tell it from her version. Was I had been doing the podcast for the gym for like a year and a half, maybe at this point, and I kept cutting little clips from it, and I'd post it online, and I'd like tag you, and one of the times you like reposted my thing.
Oh, that's cool. What year was that?
2017, 2018, maybe.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh shit. And then so I went in and I was like, because I was always like, I was still in the garage at that point, living at home. So I just go out there to have my own space and have my like little tablet, and I'd like read and like do whatever out there. And it was it was funny because I remember I saw that I showed Grace. I was like, look what happened. And she's like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. And I showed Mom. She's like, well, what's happening? What's that on? You know how that is.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. And then it was funny because how everything kind of like sequenced out over time. But if you think about that too, like if I hadn't done, like in the hindsight's always 2020, right? But like if you think about the skate videos that I did and took the skate shops to like get those guys sponsored back in the day so I could get like a free board, and like, and then doing a lot of the podcast stuff and then sneaking into the DDCs, like, all these things like sequence out. And so if you don't like start, even when you think you're like crazy far away from it, like it never really gets it closer, because I wouldn't have been prepared for a lot of this media stuff or being in front of a camera without having done a lot of it, on my own for multiple years. And luckily enough, nobody watched it, because it would have been crazy embarrassing.
And how about just like the balls to strike? Like, hey, dude, it's not easy for anyone.
Yeah.
I mean, just look at Jenny. Jenny went from she was nothing to some Instagram reels to fucking just crushing on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And just filling a niche.
Yep.
It's crazy. Happy New Year, Thomas Jacobson, 9 a.m. here.
Nice. Dude, these fireworks are insane.
Oh, I can't hear shit. Hey, you know what else is crazy about that? I don't really like have a theme of who I or what I repost. I just see something that I like and I repost it. And I don't put really more thought into it than that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Occasionally, like I posted Brooke Ence's thing the other day with her huge rack and her nipples hard. And that one I was like, oh, I don't know if I should repost that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I started to try to think how people would take it. And I'm like, I don't even like, how do they take anything? What the fuck do I know?
Right.
I don't know shit how people take stuff. But I posted the only time I was ever called out on something was, well, two things, but the most recent one is during the games, build up to the game, Scott Tetlow was on the demo team. And I was going through his account when I think I had him on the show or something. I saw this beautiful picture of his wife, or I ended up on his wife's account, so I reposted it.
Yeah.
And when I saw him at the games, he walked up to me and he's like, hey, why'd you post that picture of my wife? I'm like, I don't know, because she looked hot in it. Like, well, she's wondering why you posted it. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just like,
you didn't put that much thought into it, dude. I just hit
because I was sending it to the aliens to kidnap her. Like, I don't.
The CIA was
like,
programming
listen,
you.
dude. Like, listen.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just letting you. It's basically when I repost something, I'm just letting people know that I'm proud to have been there. Like, I was proud to have looked at Brooke Ence's awesome photo of her hard nipples. I was proud to have seen your wife, Scott Tetlow. I was proud to have seen type 1 lifting hang clean 315. I'm just telling you, like, hey, I'm like fucking Hansel and Gretel just throwing popcorn out. I'm letting you know where I was. That's it. There's nothing more to it.
Right. Just breadcrumbs.
Yeah. Like my boy Patrick Rios made this post, and I love Patrick Rios, and I'm just posting it. I just let you know it's there. That's it.
Right. Yeah, it's funny. People are always like,
don't overthink it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with their own conclusions.
Yeah, like I'm proud to have been here. I'm just letting you know. Like I was at Massachusetts account. I'm just proud. I was proud to let you know. Jose de la Torre. We got a crazy Mexican contingent. I'm gonna have to cut back on the Mexican jokes. Jose de la Torre. Toro. Happy New Year. 2025 is gonna be amazing. Keep crushing it. Thanks, dude. All right. Well, we're just getting started. 3 more hours. Susan and I are going for a record show tonight.
You know what's crazy about that? We would actually need 5 more hours.
We did an 8-hour show before?
The election.
Holy shit.
I know. It was funny because I was thinking about this show and I was like, all like, I had like my coffee and I was trying to like stay active and awake for it. So I didn't just kind of like start melting into the couch before we started. And I was like, man, why does it feel like there's like a big buildup to this? And I was like, I swore we did something longer. And I checked and it was like 7 hours and 55 minutes when we did the election one. And then I was thinking, I was like, maybe it's just because it's like later and we're having to like wait. You know what I mean? Like starting this at 9 was like tough because I just felt like I was like waiting around to start it.
Yeah. I had a cup of coffee at 7 and a cup of coffee at 8. And then I had a cup of coffee when we started, and I'm having one now. And I'm having a shot of McKellen.
I know when you
I'm scared if I leave this in here, I'm gonna fucking drink it on the show tomorrow morning.
when you got that second coffee, I was like right on the cusp of doing it, but I was like, no, you know what? I feel okay for a little bit longer. And if I have another one now, I might be up like too late. I got up at 4:45 yesterday morning.
What where do you think these 276 listeners are from?
I think we've traded time zones a couple of times. I think we got all of our European people in here now.
These are Euros? I mean, Janelle's not Euro. But she's behind us. She's Alaska.
Yeah,
So
she's Alaska. So we have a few people like that.
Is she even New Year's yet? Happy New Year's?
No, I still think she's got 2 more hours.
They're behind us?
I think so.
Yeah, it's like curating Instagram for people. But it's really, yeah, kind of. It's like curating it, but it's also like I'm painting myself. I'm not so much like telling you that you should watch this. I'm letting you know, like, hey, maybe you won't like me because I think Brooke Ence's tits are hot, and maybe you will like me for it. And like, hey, maybe you will like me because don't think kids should take vaccines when they're born. And it's like I'm just like constantly trying to cull the herd.
Mm-hmm.
I don't I don't need you to hang out if you don't like me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you don't need to. Like this chick fucking hates us.
T-Bird?
Yeah, doesn't she hate us? She the one?
Does she?
T-Bird, do you hate us?
I don't think she hates us.
Hold on, T-Bird. Might be
Does she hate
confusing
us?
with someone. Yeah, I think she does.
Don't let me into it.
Okay, you hate me. You don't hate Susan. Let me see. Happy New Year, Sevon and Sousa from England.
Oh, awesome.
She just checked in and she's like, what the fuck? How did I get sucked into that?
Just saying your favorite country, next thing you know. New Mexico,
Canada,
Australia, already in the future. Hawaii might be last.
Where's New Mexico? Is that like South America?
Yeah.
Where let me see. How do I search people's comment history on YouTube? I know there's a way. I think T-Bird, I think there's a theme. Is T-Bird the one?
You on a witch hunt over there?
T-Bird, yeah, T-Bird.
Oh, we got
I'm ready to be fucking very apologetic if I'm wrong. And it's okay. You can be here if you hate. I'm not trying to.
I think it is Hawaii. Dude, those fireworks have not stopped. It's been 9 minutes straight.
I don't care about comments. You don't?
Get out of here, not David Weed.
Yeah, why don't you care about comments? Oh, there he is. He's back.
Dude, this is insane.
What is this? Jesus Christ, open the knife already. Just open it, dude. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's a box cutter.
Oh. Does that make it legal weirdly?
I don't know. know, but that's I just love beautiful machine steel like that.
I think a box cutter is
Someone tried to mug me with a box cutter once.
really. I
In
forget
New
there was
York,
some rule
in
with
the
it.
in the Bronx. Where is she? T-Bird. Okay, here we go. I don't hate you. I don't hate some of the things you say. I don't hate some of the
Maybe
things.
you're
Okay.
to say I hate some of the things you say.
I don't hate you.
Oh, I don't hate some of the things you say. Meaning,
I
like
don't
hate
hate some of the things you say, but still can enjoy your shows. Like, please, can I not hear you say it's again? All right. Can okay, here we go. Okay, fair enough. Like I fuck up sometimes too. Let's take 2. Here we go. I don't hate you. I don't like some of the things you say, but still can enjoy your shows. Like, can I not hear you? Fuck, take 3. Jesus Christ, take 3. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm ready.
Wait, can I
tits.
not hear you say tits again? Okay.
Oh, tits, yes.
Okay.
Tits are disgusting. Breasts are disgusting.
Said nobody.
The female form is disgusting. I cannot stand it. She's drunk. I'm drunk. Fuck you mean she's drunk? I'm drunk.
Autocorrect.
Okay, so tits. She doesn't like the word tit. She doesn't like the T word.
Ironically.
Let me leave you on this. Let me leave you on this. This is fucking crazy. I'm listening to a podcast the other day, and there's these 2 fucking white guys talking. Sebi, why are you telling us they're white guys? Because they're fucking asking the fucking question from 1990. They're like, when you're singing a rap song and they say the word nigga, they don't say nigga, they say N-word. Do you say nigga? And they're like, oh, that's a tough question. They draw it out into a 10-minute beat. 10-minute beat. A 10-minute, that's the black in me. A 10-minute conversation. So today, I'm listening to terrestrial radio.
Okay.
And I'm listening to 50 Cent on 105.1 in Santa Cruz. And they bleep out the word every time he says nigga. They bleep it out. But I still say it. Not only do I say whatever I fucking want because I'm fucking not a racist fucking scumbag. And I'm not here to oppress anyone. But when the radio station bleeps it out, like, that's why the show is never going to become popular. I'm so much more advanced spiritually and intellectually than the rest of the fucktards. Like, they're trying to decide whether they should say it when they hear it in a song. I'm telling you, I say it when they bleep it out. For them. I'm a rap aficionado.
Big hip hop guy.
Yeah. I used to take my tape cassette player to fucking junior high, and I had like the whole 2 Live Crew fucking cassette. I would invest it. I would let it play in my locker, Sousa, while I would go to class. So if people walk by, they'd know that, like, hey, we want some pussy. Just nibble on this dick like a rat does cheese. Everybody say, hey, you know that song?
I know the song. Yeah.
All right. 3 shots of McKellen. I'm done.
Good times.
Can't get Susie canceled again.
The only reason
37
the only reason I stayed up this late is because we did the show.
And I just want you to know, T-Bird, that I find tits absolutely disgusting, except the ones I'm about to put in my mouth. All right. Love you guys. Have a good night, Sousa. Thank you. Any final words, Sousa?
No. Happy New Year, everybody.
All right. Love you guys. Bye-bye.